Massive old game of cricket coming on up, and we are live. Hey guys, how you going? Sit down, BKRsport. We are live as Pakistan will be taking on India in the biggest game of the group stages. We know how big this rivalry is. We know how deep this hatred goes, and look, neither one of these teams want to lose because it will hit the old ego so significantly. At the end of the day, these two guys are both going through to the Super 8. When it comes to the standings here for both these teams in the group stage, they're both going through into the Super 8s. USA, they've played all four of their games. They've got the 2 wins and the 2 losses. Aside of that, Netherlands, they're in 4th. They've played 3 games. They've got 1 win. Namibia, they're in 5th. They've played 3 games. They haven't got a single win so far. So at the end of the day, it's already official that we will be seeing India and Pakistan into the Super 8s, but it doesn't matter because this game is so big in regards to the deep-seated hatred between these two teams that you will fully expect fireworks. You will fully expect that this is going to be like a Cricket World Cup final just on its own individual basis, and the game starts in 13 minutes time, so do me a favour, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, get amongst it. I will put it out there if we do, which we do have people here. When it comes to Indians and Pakistanis, we love you, we appreciate you on this channel, but please keep it respectful in the chat if it does go down that path. At the end of the day, we just want to watch a good sporting match here. We just want to watch good cricket, and we're just here for a bit of fun. Banter is fine, but I also know how that path goes down. So just enjoy the game. We're all going to enjoy the game here. Australia vs Sri Lanka tomorrow is going to be a massive game here that we're going to be up and at it, mate. I'm going to be so excited for that one. I'm actually exhausted right now. As you guys know, I've been streaming a lot lately, a lot. So I actually just woke up from a nap in between the 2 streams we did earlier today and also now this game here, but I'm going to get a great sleep tonight, and then tomorrow we will regather again, probably for England versus Italy. I probably won't do Afghanistan versus UAE, but England versus Italy will be up for, and then Sri Lanka versus Australia. But Pakistan have won the toss here and elected to bowl. Now this is at Parramatta Stadium, which is quite interesting. Let's go through the T20I average first inning score. Parramatta Stadium. So Parramatta Stadium average first inning score. I am quite interested why they've decided to bowl first, but obviously Pakistan are very... Oh, sorry, this isn't at Parramatta, is it? No, hold on a second. Is it here? Yeah, it is. Sorry, I am right. It is at Parramatta Stadium. Now I'm just getting up the average so that I can check that out. But I'm really intrigued by it because Pakistan bowling is very, very good. I get it. But I probably would have preferred to see them decide to bat first, set the total, and then force the Indians to chase it with how good of bowling that we do know Pakistan do possess. I just feel like they probably would have been better to restrict him in those middle overs and to really punch him in the mouth here with that middle portion of the game. But India do have the ability to hit big and hit hard. However, maybe they do just want to keep them down to that low score and then not have a massive score to chase, because you wouldn't necessarily back in the batting of Pakistan comparatively so to what you will find here from the Indians. If you go and have a look at the 2 tournaments from each team so far, India haven't looked spectacular. They've done the job absolutely, but they did beat the USA by 29 runs, we all know. So Kami Yadav was dropped on 15 runs, and he went on to get 84, and they only won by 29 runs. So that was a massive, massive game where India probably should have lost, but they obviously ended up winning the game. And then they played Namibia. And although the scoreline reflects an India win by 93 runs, we all know that at points of that chase and at points of what that game was, India struggled in that middle portion. They absolutely slaughtered it and were looking good for 300 at one stage. And in the middle portion of the game, they lost quite a few wickets. That you still see that they were 209 for 9. They lost quite a few wickets and then pumped home strong for a little portion between the 16th and the 18th over, and then just looked awful in those last 2 overs. So they're doing that against Namibia. Pakistan will fancy their chances here. They absolutely will. And I don't feel like India should be thinking this is going to be an easy game against their little brother at all here. And then we go across to Pakistan's tournament so far. And now, in a warm-up match, they did have a abandoned against Ireland, so forget that. But then in the group stage, they beat the Netherlands by 3 wickets with 3 balls left, which is very disappointing because they should have won that game by a lot more, especially considering how the Netherlands have performed across the tournament so far. However, they probably also should have lost that game. So that was a huge, huge disappointment. But then they go and play the USA, and they won that one quite convincingly. Now, they won it by a similar margin to what India did of 29 runs. Pakistan won by 32 runs. But at the end of the day, it was a lot more convincing of a result when you watch it, where it's not like a USA should have won kind of deal. It was a Pakistan just were convincingly the better team throughout. So it left an interesting taste in the mouth when you compare the two games there, and Pakistan would really fancy themselves in a game of this caliber. But with that being said, can they handle the pressure of this big moment? You're going to have like 2 billion people watching this game. You're going to have so many people watching this matchup. It's going to be absolutely insane. But let's go through these two team lineups. India with Abhishek Sharma. He is back. Obviously, he was out with a sickness in that game against the Namibians. He was out, but he is here now. Now, will he go for 50 plus or will he get out for a duck? And that's what he does. He either goes massive or he goes home quickly. Ishan Kishan is the wicket keeper. Tilak Varma, Suryakama Yadav with the captaincy. Shivam Dubey, Hardik Pandya, Riku Singh, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarthi, and Jasprit Bumrah. That is their team, with the Pakistan team being Saeem Ayub, Sahibzada Farhan, who's had a fantastic tournament so far, Salman Ali Agha, the captain, Babar Azam, Usman Khan with the wicketkeeper, Shadab Khan, Mohammad Nawaz, Fahim Ashraf, Shaheen Afridi, Ibra Ahmed, and Usman Tariq, the man that everyone's talking about right now, Usman Tariq. He's a controversial figure. Very controversial figure, but at the end of the day, he has been cleared to bowl this way. So if he's been cleared to bowl, then sure, it must be completely fine. But obviously, everybody is talking about it now. When we go to the T20I batting rankings, and again, India are going to be batting first here. They do have the best batter in the world on the T20I, so it's Abhishek Sharma at number 1. Now, recently, he either goes for 50, 60 runs, or he will go for a duck. He's very inconsistent at the moment, but he does have that massive ability to go and absolutely dominate, and that's why he is number 1 on the ICC rankings. And then you go down to Tilak Varma, who is number 5, and Suryakama Yadav, who is in number equals 6 with Sri Lanka's Patham Nasanka. There is no Pakistani batter that is in the top 20. Which is why I feel like they probably should have just started off with a bang and tried to go in hard early. But there is no Pakistan batter in the top 20. You go to 25, Ishan Kishan for India, and then you move down to the first batter for Pakistan, which is Saeem Ayub in 28. We scroll down even further, then you get Babar Azam in 35, alongside Salman Agha, who is equal with Babar Azam. And that's basically kind of really it there for the top 50, where India do get Shivam Dubey in 47 and Shubman Gill in 48th. Pakistan, you're still scrolling down to find more, man. It's really, really difficult for them. India's Rinku Singh is in 68th. Hardik Pandya is in 56 and Sanju Samson in 57. There really isn't many batters in the big time here for Pakistan. Muhammad Rizwan in 71. Fakhar Zaman, who isn't even here, I don't believe. No, he's not. He's not even playing. So he is in 79, but he's not even playing here today. And then Hassan Nawaz, he's not even playing today either, and yet he's in the top 100. Pakistan unlimited in regards to their batting, and it's not like India are limited in regards to their batting. That's a concern. We move to the bowling department. Now, the best bowler in the world, but is debatable, is Varun Chakravarthi, number 1. And the reason why I say it's debatable is because Ibra Ahmed in number 2, even though he might be a little bit of a knob in regards to the way he celebrates his wickets, even against minnow nations, I believe that he is absolutely equal with Varun Chakravarthi, and Ibra Ahmed from Pakistan, number 2, is very, very close, if not even above. But I would still take Varun, but it is a debatable conversation there between the two. of who is number 1. Then you move down to Mohammad Nawaz from Pakistan, who is in number 7. Mohammad Nawaz. And then after Mohammad Nawaz, you will get to a couple of Indian boys here in Arshdeep Singh and Jasprit Bumrah. However, Arshdeep Singh is not bowling here today. He is not here. Bumrah obviously is. It'll be interesting to see how impactful he is, however, considering that this is the Upper Madhusar Stadium, which is a spin track. So Bumrah is going to find this one tough. And then you got Axar Patel in 17th for India. And he is also, no, he is bowling tonight. We go down further, Shaheen Afridi. Let's see how impactful he is on this spin track tonight. He's a pace bowler from Pakistan. Salman Mirza at number 22 for Pakistan. And then Kuldeep Yadav is equal 23rd with Mitchell Santner from New Zealand. And then obviously you just keep on scrolling down. So both these teams have plenty of bowlers, but you do obviously fancy that Pakistan bowling unit with their heavy hitting. Heavy hitting spin lineup. So look, overall, this is going to be a fantastic game here today. I feel like Pakistan might have actually made the wrong decision in regards to deciding to bowl first, but we'll have to find out and see if that is the case. Obviously, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Yesterday I was saying that I could see Pakistan win this game. Right now, I feel like I'm kind of back on the Indian trajectory with the choice to bowl first, but we will see how it all goes down. Duraz says, somehow Pak lose, USA a rare chance, but we know it won't happen. Pakistan will beat Namibia even if they lose today. Well, yeah, look, I guess if Pakistan do lose, if they lost by a big margin, well then, yeah, Namibia will play Pakistan on Wednesday. And if Pakistan was to lose that game, then okay, sure, yeah, USA would have a chance because the USA have played all 4 of their games, so they won't play again. Their last game was today where they beat Namibia by 31 runs. But if Namibia were able to get a shock result there and India were able to get a big result here, then yeah, it's a chance because if you look at the table, you've got Pakistan on a plus 0.932, USA on a plus 0.788. It's only off by about 0.015. So if Pakistan lost this one convincingly and they didn't beat Namibia, they wouldn't actually get through the group stages. And I probably should have said that before, but yeah, there you go. That's good almost early morning to you. No, I'm in Vietnam, bro. I don't think you realise this. I'm not in Australia. It's 8:30 p.m. here, mate. It's not early morning for me at all. Fire Fistum says, imagine Namibia defeating Pakistan. It would be pretty immense. It would be pretty insane. Ben says, I don't know how you do it, honestly. 4 2-hour streams for the day, and I could barely keep my eyes open after cleaning my bathroom, which took like not even half an hour. Yesterday I did 4 2-hour streams plus a 3.5-hour cricket game, mate. So yeah, yesterday was pretty full on, and then today we've had 2 games of the NRL Rugby League, and we're into this game here for a good 3.5 hours. And yeah, no, I'm exhausted this weekend, mate. I'm definitely exhausted right now, but we do pump home, and India are walking out onto the batter's crease, and let's see how this game gets on. I did see that the Aussie women lost to India by DLS in the first T20 match of 3. Put up a shit 133 scores. We need to be better for game 2 on Thursday. Yeah, I don't really watch the women's cricket, mate, but I did see that we lost by DLS. I did see that. Shatir says, getting nervous. Well, the time is now. This is where the big boys are made. It's where the big boys play, and I really just hope it's a good game where everyone's calm, everyone's collected, everyone can just enjoy sport and doesn't let it go down any other path. I just want people to enjoy the game of cricket. Record at Upper Madhusar Stadium heavily favours the chasing team with 10 wins and 13 matches since. Okay, so maybe they did choose. Maybe they did choose the right decision. I just would have fancied Pakistan to come in and be aggressive with the batting, but obviously not to be. Yeah, to be fair, Shatish, why are you nervous? You tipped Pakistan, so you're expecting a loss. Yeah, you tipped Pakistan, Shatish. Yeah, hold on a second. You fake Indian. You fake. You're like Zaraz with his fake Australian. You're not Australian. He's a fake Australian. He'll come in tomorrow, try and say, oh, go Aussie, but he's fake Australian. You bet on Pakistan. You chose your biggest rival team. Shatish, you did this. You did it. Jagger says, how dare you not watch the women's T20? Dear me, mate. Fake man. Mate, I don't know how I do it. I'm a massive fake fan. Massive fake fan. He's nervous because Nepal lost today. Yeah, well, he did say that he thought Nepal was going to beat West Indies, and I said that he's drunk. I said, Shatij definitely drunk, and look, I think he is absolutely drunk right now. So first bowl coming on up. This is the power play, and that will be a dot ball to start us off. Who can hold their nerves the better in this? So let me just go and update this scorecard so that you can get the Indian batters on there. All right, we're over there. Score that bad boy down. And we are Gucci. And that's going to be, no, just a single here for Ishan Kishan. He gets it over the fielders, but there is one man out there during this power play. There is one man ready for it, and that is Sayyid Mayub. They all need a chai and a joint or a bung lassi. Bung lassi sounds about good right now, Jay. Well, I don't have a bung lassi, but I've got like a mango yogurt. I've got like a mango yogurt, mate, but I don't have a bung lassi. Could go for it. Could go. But there's so much like fruit here. So much like fruit inside it that it's so hard to actually drink. Oh, well, that's going to be smacked along the ground, but it'll be a dot ball. Chati's going undercover. Look, I think he's just obviously really nervous. At the end of the day, these guys could actually potentially face each other in a final. Now, that would be something else. That would be a final that stopped the bloody damn well Asian world. That'll be another dot ball here. What do you guys think? This is actually a really interesting question. What do you think that Pakistan need to achieve? What do you think they need to set out to achieve to win this? India need to set out to achieve to win this game. How much do you think will be enough here? It's not a high-scoring batting area. The stadium is not batting at all. So what do you think they need to score to win this game? I'm feeling that 150 could be enough. I know it's a crazy call, but I'm feeling 150 could be enough. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. He's gone. He's gone. Abhishek Sharma's gone on a duck. What have I all been saying? What have I been saying? This guy either goes for 50 or he goes for a duck, and that's bullshit. This is why it is debatable that he is number one on the batting rankings. It is so debatable because this is every single time recently. He either goes for 50 plus or he goes out for a duck. He needs to do better. Abhishek Sharma, gone for 0. This is what I've been saying to you guys for weeks. He is not consistent. It's either 50 plus or a duck. And in the biggest game of his life, in one of the biggest games, he goes out for a duck. Come on. Seriously? Seriously? Five instances, I'm surprised Abhishek didn't hit the first ball. That's why he didn't hit the first ball. Because he goes for a quack in a damn well chat. 220-ish, Nate says, up at Madasar Stadium, bro. No way. No way. 220, you wish. You don't bet on any game, Jadish. Bung Lassi with Sam Blaze to a stream a few days back. Dude, I had a Bung Lassi in Udaipur. It was a very, very debatable Bung Lassi, but we made sure that we had our own water. He wanted to put his own water into it, and we said, no way, champion. No way, buddy. There's nothing more to get out to as well. Dude, it deserves the criticism there. It deserves the criticism. Look, let's go back and look at Abhishek Sharma in his last few matches, inclusive of the New Zealand series right before this World Cup. So he got out for a duck today. Against Namibia, he didn't play. Against the USA, Abhishek Sharma got out for a grand total of a duck on a first ball golden duck. So my criticism is valid here. Then you go to a warm-up match against South Africa. Did he actually play it? Now, Shaheen Afridi comes in. Maybe this was the right decision to bowl here. And that's going to be an absolute smash. And this is not a pace bowling stadium. And that is what you expect off the pace bowling. A 6 has been hit from Kishan Ishan. A 6. So in the game, the warm-up match against South Africa, Abhishek got 24, retired out. So at least that was something. And then we moved down into that 5-game T20 series against the Kiwis, where Abhishek Sharma in the 5th game, he got out for 30. So at least that's something. T24, he got out for a duck, a golden duck. So consistent with him, man. I know he had a massive game at T23, though. And next bowl will go away for a 4. Shaheen Afridi getting smacked around here. It is 11 for 1 right now through 1.2. This over is what's bringing it up. That was a 1-run first over. But in the third game, he was 68 not out. He absolutely dominated them. No one debates that. We go to the second game of the T20. And Abhishek Sharma got out for, you guessed it, a golden duck. And then T21, Abhishek got out for 84. Look how inconsistent this guy is. Shatish, remember when you questioned me the other day? I know it wasn't bad intentions questioning me. I know you weren't having a crack. But you remember when you questioned me why I said that it's debatable Abhishek being number 1? That's why. That is going to be a single here for Ishan Kishan. And it'll be Tilak Varma who comes on strike. Go. I've got to ask you. Why is it that you only come to streams on wearing a blue hat? Why is it only that you come to streams when I'm wearing this blue hat? Seriously? I have 2 streams today. I don't wear a blue hat. I wear a different complete hat. Yesterday, I didn't wear a blue hat the entirety of the day. I don't even think I wore a hat on Friday. So you've not come to a stream in between. You've only come to one now that I'm wearing a blue hat. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's just spectacular stuff. And that's going to be a dot ball. So as says, it was a nothing ball to get out to as well. 5 Fism says, Abhishek has yet to score a run this World Cup. That's crazy. He got out to a duck today, and he got out to a duck against the USA. And didn't play Namibia. And he says, didn't have a clue what Bung Lassie was until Jay said it, and I looked it up. Got to try that for sure. Yeah, I had it when I was in Udaipur, bro. It's full on. And that is going to be a dot ball. So I want to make sure you understand this, guys. Arpamadasar Stadium is a spin-first stadium. It is not a pace bowling stadium. So that's why I assume Jasprit Bumrah will give up a few runs here today, even though he's amazing. And also Shaheen Afridi, as we've seen, will give up a few runs. But you won't see an amazing amount of runs off the spin bowling. So, Nath, I really hope that you haven't gotten to put a bet on over 200 like you said before, because there's no way that India should be getting 220-ish. If they get 220, this game is so far gone, it's ridiculous. Next ball from Afridi, up in the air. Oh, my gosh. It's edged for a 4. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness me. Tilak Varma will get the boundary at 16 for 1 through 2 overs. So expect the spin bowling in the middle. Pakistan aren't normally known for a fantastic power play, but from the 16th to the 14th, 6 to the 14th over, it is just such a restriction. You just back Pakistan. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. He likes blues, so what? At least he doesn't live in a pink house in a pink city. Mate, I'd fit in Jodhpur. So, Jay, you're just trying to roll him up today, aren't you? You're really just trying to roll him up. He's vulnerable today, and you know it. Shatish, watch out, mate. Jay knows you're vulnerable today, so he's just trying to get you. Salman, he'll be in for a spin bowl, and that is going to be up in the air, and that is going to be dropping for a 4. It will be a 4. Ishan Kishan will get to 16, and it is 20 for 1 through 2.1. Well, at the very least, Abhishek Sharma, you've done us a service and fired us up, that's for sure. This will be a 220 game if Kishan is alive till 8 to 10 overs. 220. There's no way this game at Arpamadasar Stadium should be 220. Pakistan have absolutely minus 400% chance. Oh my gosh. Dot ball. Pakistan have minus 9,407% chance of winning this game if it's 220. That is diabolical at Arpamadasar Stadium. There is no way that should be the case. No way. That would be way too high, man. That's up in the air. 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 It's going to get away from the fielder. It's going to get away from the fielder and should be 2 runs here. But damn, he's been... Oh my gosh, he's halfway down the pitch. What's going on here? So 2 runs. I have a blue house with a blue window. Yeah, well, look, Nath. Jodhpur is all blue in India, and Jaipur, where Kshitij is all pink. So that's why Jay is making that reference, because he knows that Shatij is in Jaipur, which is all pink, and is saying the colour of blue is good. He's gonna come up the wicket for that one. It will be a single here for Ishan Kishan. Will be on 19. Shawnee says Jay's playing with fire. Jay always plays with fire. Jay is, in fact, fire. Jay is fire. So good start here for both teams in a way. The wicket of Abhishek Sharma was massive for Pakistan. But also India's runs are up around that 10 runs per over at the moment. Well, a little bit behind it, but close enough. So 7 runs so far through the first 4 balls. 2.4 overs down. Oh, he was going to go for another bowl, but then he's had to pull out of it and go back for it. Salman. And that will be a... Oh, that was close. It will be a single. You'll believe when you see the elevator you come here from my earnings. Mate, look, I think we're all supporting you for the elevator. I think that will be one of the best days in BKRsport history. I think it might be the greatest day in BKRsport history when we have peer pressured you into getting an elevator for your Airbnb in Jaipur. Up in the air, up in the air, up in the air, up in the air, up in the air. Can't get to the fielder. Dude, this is... I agree with you, Five Fiston. This is careless. This is careless. And that is 25 for 1 through 3. You've got to be very careful here at Upper Matasar Stadium. They are really trying to pump it. Yeah, Kishan is just catch baiting. Yeah, well, soon he'll get it. He'll bait him. Soon he'll bait him for that catch. He will get him at some point. Bait away, soldier. Bait away. Well, instead of fake betting, buy a fake elevator. Now, a fake elevator, now that would be interesting. Now, a fake elevator would be very interesting. Why does that have to get brought up in the chat, Shawnee? Shawnee, what are we doing? Why does those 2 words have to be put together? We all know that that is the 2 worst words in the English dictionary. What are we doing? So same Ayub. He will come in for a bolt. Very young, very good. And that's a catch. Oh, no, it's not. Damn, he nearly had him there. Kishan hits it straight back to Ayub. Oh, and just bounces before the fielder, before the bowler. Just bounces before it. He is playing with absolute fire right now, Kishan. He is just swinging at everything. I'll buy your fake taxi since you were saying fake again and again. And then Jay's going to bring up pornography. Now, that's a problem. That's a problem. Pakistan bowlers, paces 5 wickets, 8.7 economy. Spinners 14 wickets with a 7.2 economy. And that's up in the air. And that will be pulled for a 4. That will beat the man in the deep. And Kishan will get to 24. He will get out at some point, though. Business Australia's Eels for 2026, big up. Yeah, well, we'll see, mate. We'll obviously talk rugby league on the rugby league streams, and we'll keep the cricket to the cricket. But good luck with your year, mate. We'll be live for all the rugby league next week. For the time being, we've got a pretty big game here between 2 countries that hate each other 10 times, million times worse than Bulldogs Eels. What have I started, Shawnee? You're off your rocker, mate. You've done this and you know it. You've done this. If first you say Jay's playing with fire and then you bring up one of the worst videos in human history. God help us. 29 for 1 through 3.4. You know, I'm so exhausted after such a long week and a half of streaming with the T20 World Cup and the NRL preseason. And now we've got fake taxi. We've got blue something I'm not going to mention. And I'm just trying to exist here. Oh, that's going to be smacked back at his own batter there. It'll be a dot ball. I liked the other Shauno better. Yeah, where is Shauno? Maybe he's fallen asleep. Maybe he's had a few too many today. And he's off to bed. Smack towards Tilak Varma. Straight at him. 3.5 overs in. And that is going to be a single. Wow, is he gone? Has he just been run out? That's an amazing throw. This is going to be really close. A direct hit, this could be really close. They're not celebrating, so I feel like it's probably fine. But geez, it was a good throw. Let's have a look at the replay here. So Shaheen Afridi throws it straight on stumps. Yeah, he's definitely safe, but wow, what a throw. So he does get there, but that was a very risky. Very, very risky in regards to that single. So Abrar Ahmed, he'll come in for his first bowl. I feel like this is usually quite early for him. Usually he doesn't come in until after the power play. But I guess they just want to really limit them here at the start. Right now they're well under the 10. They're 7.5 on the run rate. And if you can limit India now, India are pretty well known for their power play, but they're not well known for the middle part of the game. And right now, they've already kept them at 30. Already kept them down at 30 through 4 overs. Exciting game already, but exciting game already. So, yeah, I ask again, guys, what do you think India need to get to? I'm going to say, I honestly think that 150 will be enough. I do. I feel like 150 will be enough here. If it was at Sinhalese, I'd be looking more so at like the 180. If it was at Balakeli, that'd be probably like a 160 to 180. But I just feel like Upper Mudasar really favours the spin here. 170 will be enough. I feel like that's even too high, man. I think that definitely gets them over the line. Because, you know, with Upper Mudasar, has there been a score at Upper Mudasar at 170 in this World Cup so far? And that's a 6 from Ishan Kishan. He will get to 31. That is a 6. Because if you look at all the... Oh, yeah, that's right. Sri Lanka did get 225 odd runs against Oman. Was that at Upper Mudasar? No, it was at Pellikeli. There you go. It wasn't there. When Sri Lanka did play against Ireland, that was at Upper Mudasar, and that was 163 runs, and Ireland got done for 143. It's going to be a dot ball here. I'm sensing a low score thrill of 140-ish. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said, yeah. Yeah, welcome to the party, Shatish. Welcome to the party. I know it says, hey, mate, how's it going? Going tired, mate, but we are rocking and rolling still. We're still going. I'm not sure Kishan knows it's a low-scoring pitch. Well, he's banking on being a low-scoring pitch, so that's why he wants to go and get some runs on the board. That'll be a dot ball. That's why he's really trying to get some runs on the board here, mate, because he knows this is a low-scoring pitch. The issue with Pakistan is that if Sahibzada Farhan gets out early, they lose. They 100% lose. If they can pick up the big wicket of Farhan, that's a great shot there from Kishan. And he'll get a 4, and he's on 35. He is on 35. It's a great shot there from Kishan, sorry. Abrar Ahmed, not been good so far, man. It's very nervous and not handling the pressure moment well, whilst the pressure moment is absolutely coming from Ishan Kishan. He knows how to handle this right now. 10 runs off of this over. That's way too much from what you usually see from Abrar. But that's why I felt like this is a weird time to play Ahmed. Usually he doesn't bowl until the restriction overs. That's going to be a single. He doesn't usually play until the 6th over. And then they really restrict that middle portion of the game. India are known for going big here and then really struggling after this. Why would you bowl him now is my opinion. Good start going to waste. It's still 50-50, mate. They'd want a wicket now of Kishan for sure. They'd want a wicket soon enough. But I don't think this is a bad start now for Pakistan. I just feel like, yeah, it's a good wicket early has turned into, 50-50 in regards to good and bad. There'll be a dot ball here, and 5 overs down. It's 41 for 1. More than Farhan, don't you feel Agha is the MVP in their lineup while batting? Well, if you look at their games, let's go have a look at Pakistan cricket. Outside, like the World Cup has been the Sahibzada Farhan show. Against the USA, Farhan got 73. Against the USA, he got 73, and you went with Aga. Well, someone Ali Aga got out for 1. So no. And then we go to the game against the Netherlands. And Farhan went out for 47, whilst Aliaga got out for 12. What world are you on right now? Aliaga is not having a good World Cup at all. Sahibzada Farhan is having a great World Cup at the moment. Do you think it will be hard for Pakistan to chase anything over 160? I think it's going to be hard for Pakistan to chase anything over 150 to us. I think that they will find it hard to chase over 150, and that's why this right now is leaning towards India again. Could this big time start? And that is a big swing, and they will get a single out of it, but gee whiz, that was risky. And it'll be 42 for 1 through 5.1. Jason, I'd throw an off spinner on for 2 overs and push through the 2 overs fast. If he does well, bowl him third. Good tactic to use early on. Well, Abar Ahmed needs 1 more wicket for a milestone here. But I get that what Pakistan tried to do. They're trying to really limit this power overs, the power play, right? But it's going to be nearly impossible to limit India to what you really, really want during these power play. It's going to be practically impossible because they are still such a big hitting team, and that is going to be up in the air. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a 4. But geez, he was very close to getting out on 37. He'll get to 41, 47 for 1. He's having a great game here, Kishan. Without him, well, this team will be done. Hey, I'll give you one good if here, Jacko, he's still here. Jacko, guess what? If Kishan Ishan wasn't batting as well as he is right now, India, that'd be an absolute tatters, son. That'd be an absolute tatters, just like the English rugby union team. Drayson, I'm surprised they went to the 2-part timers for spin instead of using main option, but maybe try to strangle the middle innings. They are going to try to strangle the middle innings. At the end of the day, 48 is good, but it's not as good as what they would normally expect, but it's still a lot of runs for this ground in the power play. As you can't control or predict a power play, and India just know how to whack a big in the first 6. So, like, no matter what, they were still going to get around this 50 bomb, and that's going to be nicked in behind for maybe a 4. It's a fast outfield. Yeah, that's a fast outfield, bro. It's 100% hitting the boundary there. It's going to be a 4. They'll check this, but it's 100% a 4. 100%. Aga only averages 24 in T20 cricket. Yeah, look, Farhan didn't have a great warm-up series against Australia. However, Ali Aga did, which is where I guess Satish is trying to claim there. But no, it's definitely the Sahibzada Farhan show in this World Cup so far. And that's going to be a drinks break here, guys. 52 for 1 through 6 overs. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Absolutely massive game. Look, India will go into Group A of the Super 8. Pakistan will go into Group B of the Super 8, provided they don't lose this game and the game against Namibia. But India would be in the same group as definitely Australia, because Australia are definitely winning tomorrow. And if anyone says otherwise, then you are disgusting, and I don't want to talk to you ever again. Yeah, Australia will win tomorrow against Sri Lanka. I'm going to be so fired up on that stream, bro. Tomorrow, I'm going to get a good sleep tonight after a big game here. Great sleep, wake up, beautiful coconut coffee, have something to eat, chill out, watch England lose to Italy, and then, my gosh, I'm going to be so fired up. It's going to be absolutely disgustingly fired up as Australia slap Sri Lanka and book their way to smash India and Ahmedabad in the Super 8s. It's just going to happen. And then Satish, I'm going to get the cricket ball. And we as a collective just going to shove it so far down the throat. It's just going to be so terrifying to see. It's going to be brutal. It's just going to be pure brutality here on BKRsport. Just telling from the word I've heard, Abhishek Sharma said he is 70-80% match fit. Excuses. And Gumber insisted to play the contest, saying Abhishek at 80% is still more dangerous than Sanju Samson. Well, then why was he getting ducks in the series in New Zealand? Why was he getting ducks in like 3 out of the 5 games against New Zealand before this World Cup? Why did he get a duck against the USA? He didn't play against Namibia, and he got a duck here. Oh, that was the. Wait a second. Oh, they're showing the first wicket. I was going to say. Coco says, settle, geez, you lost to Zimbabwe. Yeah, but see, Coco, the issue is that when you back the Aussies into the wall, you back them in, and you say, you guys suck, you guys aren't good, you guys are just Australia, whatever. Australia fires up from that. I've never seen a more fire up than I've ever seen fired up, Coco. And when you back him into the wall, Steve Smith's going to say, listen here, you bastards, I'm the greatest player of all time. And you're going to sit there and you're going to go, he's the damn well greatest player of all time, as he goes and hits 300 in the first 10 overs. 300 from Steve Smith alone in the first 10 overs. He's going to slap Sri Lanka. And then we're going to see him against Oman on Friday. And I feel like we watch horror movies, you watch scary movies, you watch atrocities on these Hollywood movies. Maybe the scariest movies of all time. Put them all together, it's not as scary as what Steve Smith will be on Friday. It's not as terrifying. It might be just the most disgusting amount of quality cricket you'll ever see in your life. So that's the thing. You know, you back them into a wall and they say, screw you, buddy. We're still pretty good. And that's what happens. So, look, lost to Zimbabwe. Just luring into a false sense of security, buddy. That's going to be knocked in behind for a 4 here from Kishan as we come back in for the 7th over. You'll learn sometime soon, though, Coco. Tata says Jersey better than Oz. Yeah, well, we found out that Scotland's better than England rugby, didn't we? Didn't we find that one out? Didn't we find that one out, eh, Pommy boys? Oh, boy. We'll be missing the whole tournament? I think so, yeah. We've got so many injuries, bro, but we're still going to put us up against the wall. We're going to fight. We're going to throw some headbutts. And that's a catch? No. That'll be smashed down the ground for a 4, and that is a footy bomb, footy bomb, footy bomb. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Footy bomb, footy bomb, footy bomb. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ishan Kishan with the footy bomb. A 50 from 27 with a strike rate of 185.19. Abraham Ahmed has not been good today. 19 runs off of 1.2. He has given up a mozza of runs. A mozza. She says, I'm just telling you from what I've heard from this match. Sure, but I feel like it's still excuses. Not from you, but in general. She says, Coco, Nose Bears, congrats. Oh, that's going to be slapped for another 4 here from Ishan. Shani's on 54. Congrats on defeating a European minnow on the 4th attempt in World Cups. Get into the English, mate. Is Coco Englishman? Is Coco Nose Bears an Englishman? Are you English, Coco? I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember if Coco was English. If so, please tell me you're English. Please, Mr. Settle. Please do. 3 forwards right now off Ahmed. Said, oh, that'll be a dot ball. This bowler is just chucking up half trackers. Think I'd be slapping around. Yeah, it's really poor from Abraham Ahmed. Really, really poor because he is the 2nd ranked on the ICC rankings. This is a spin track and he should be killing it right now, but it's also very satisfying to see him struggling because he's a knob when it comes to getting a wicket. Like, it doesn't matter if it's against Australia or against England or against, say, South Africa. He will celebrate like a complete clown. I reckon if he gets a wicket, it's actually the worst thing for this game because he will do like a stare down like this kind of deal towards an Indian player, and that'll kick off all this rivalry shit. I think that he shouldn't be getting a wicket today. I hope Abra doesn't get it because that will just kick up an absolute stink with the players. It'll kick up a stink if that guy gets it because he's a clown when it comes to celebrating his wickets, but he's a very good bowler. But obviously India are ready for him today. That's some guy for Pakistan, but it's nice seeing Abrar get punished. That's beautiful. Hey, beautiful, mate. Nice. As Talak is looking really annoyed at Kishan. Well, probably because he realizes that he's getting a lot of. Well, why would he actually be annoyed? I feel like he could have been annoyed at the beginning when he was nearly getting out, but he wasn't, and he was getting some runs, but he was getting lucky. Now he's not really getting lucky, and he's just kind of punching him. Why would Tilak be getting annoyed at Kishan? Oh, big swing, and that is a 4. No, there's a man on the boundary there, so it should just be the 2, and it will be 2. 57 for Ishan. For slow running. Firefism says, of course he's annoyed, but he's playing alone. She's just waiting for that start and stop blow to bowl. Yeah, no, he will come on. Look at a Jamaican cricket fan here. Coco says, I am from near Windsor in England. I'm so sorry to hear. Oh, no. Coco, no. Coco, no. Now I remember who you are. Oh, that is an absolute smash of a 6. That is a smash of a 6. And Ishan is on fire. 63. Wow, he is killing it. Coco says that he supports Arsenal, Dolphins, England, rugby. Oh. No. So not only did the Titans absolutely slap you back into extension on Thursday night, but then you're supporting England rugby, who got slapped back into extension by Scotland yesterday. You had the audacity to arc up about Zimbabwe when you lost to West Indies the other day. And we're sitting here, and Australia's going to win this World Cup, and we're going to be like, well, listen, you said we wouldn't even get out of the group stages, and I told you so. Hate to say, showed you so. And this is after Australia just slapped him in the Ashes. 4-1. Oh, my goodness. That's going to go for another 4. This is actually wild work from Ishan Kishan. He's dominating them. He's dominating them right now, man. You just can't stop him. Ishan Kishan is crushing this game apart. Just 6s, just 4s, just this, just that. It's just getting ridiculous. I didn't read the next part. Bad weekend. Even Littler lost the darts. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Brentford too. Oh, that's another 4. Oh, no, it's not. Fielding will stop that from Afridi. Bring on the pause bowler, and Ishan will give treatment. I would give him a bowl now. You need to try and stop this because they're well over the 10 runs per over rate, and they're currently on target for 200 easy. Easy. Yeah, it's been a rough weekend for Coco. Wow, So 7.4 overs down. 79 for 1. Run rate of 10.3. It's a big yikes right now from Pakistan's perspective. Could be a big win, and if they do get a big win, then they will get nervous against Namibia. Swinging, that is going to go for a... Might still be a 4, might still be a 4, might still be a 4. No. Man gets on the boundary. Going to be a single. Yuppie Royal. Windsor. New Windsor in England. So sorry to you. The pause bowler. When's he coming? Come on. Come on. Get that pause bowler out. Sepsis, now we just running across the stumps and doing whatever. No respect for the bowling at all. Oh no, India are looking to embarrass him here. You can tell that they're looking to Big Daddy him. They're not looking to make this a close game. They're not looking to make this enjoyable. They're looking to Big Daddy him. They're looking to get their cojones and set it on the table and say, listen here, we're the big dogs in town. We're the big dogs. Because there is a statement to be made from this game too, because of the whole, like, this game nearly didn't even go ahead. If Pakistan win, Bangladesh right now, even though Pakistan have kind of turned their backs on Bangladesh, Bangladesh will be supporting Pakistan like crazy, even though it just won't happen. I don't think from here. If India keep going, like, I just don't see a world that Pakistan chase 200 in any world, and I think they could get done by a bit if that's the case, because the scoreboard pressure will be wild. Oh wow, damn! There is is this cramps? Is he cramping up right now? Cramp after 8 overs is wild, Seb. Ah, we are going to get Mr. Pause Bowler himself. Tariq is about to come in, I think, is why they're showing him on the screen. Did you know the Queen never once wore new shoes for her entire life? Useless fun fact. Never once wore new shoes? Is that because they have to be, like, worn in or something? Like when you go skiing and you have to have, like, if you go skiing and haven't worn in your boots, oh my gosh, it's the most painful shit ever by the end of the day, man. When you buy a brand new pair of ski boots, or maybe snowboarder boots as well, I'm not too sure, but I'm not too sure, I'm not a boarder, but when you buy a brand new ski pair of boots, it's the worst shit ever. At the end of the day, it is so painful. 82 for 1 after 8 overs is a big, big advantage on this deck. Shatish, no way. You're telling me. Shatish, don't tell me. Don't tell me that 82 for 1 on a spin track after 8 overs is a big advantage. So you're telling me that 82 for 1 after 8 overs, which is over 10 runs and over, you are trying to assume to me and tell me that India are in the advantage. I can't believe it. You're Sherlock Holmes. Where's Watson? Where is he, Shatish? Shatish, where is he, mate? Tell us where he is. He's got to be around here somewhere because that's fascinating Sherlock Holmes work, that. That's absolutely fascinating. You're telling me Kishan, who is currently cramping up right now on 72 from 37, 72 from 37 after 8 overs, you're telling me that you're not in the advantage. I just can't believe it. I think he might actually be injured here, Seb Watson. I think he might be. Abhishek is an 80 or get out for duck player. Abhishek is a get out for a duck player. I'd say Abhishek is still top 5-10 batsman in T20, but not first. I can't put him first. Right now, I'd be happy. I don't even think I could put Phil Salt first. I'd be happy to put Sahib Zada Farhan there. I would. I'd be happy to put him above him. Because Farhan's at least way more consistent. And that's crazy. I would genuinely, Tim Seifert did struggle the other night, but I would genuinely say Tim Seifert should be higher. So last 12 balls have been 30 runs, by the way. She had a lady employed who was to exact size, and before she was a princess, her family couldn't afford new shoes. True. Firefism says, by the way, not a single extra bowler by Pakistan till now. Kishan on 72, Tilak on 10, and Team on 82. Yep. Well, they're still, like, trying to check out if Kishan is going to be good to go here. Yeah, not a single seat available there at the crowd. Looker alert, looker alert, looker alert. Also, what a random fun fact. Score predictor currently has him at 203. Do you still reckon that Pakistan choosing to bowl first was the right idea here, lads? We're still thinking? We're still thinking? We're still thinking. Is this what we're still thinking? We're still waiting. He's still getting massages right now. Anyway, back from Pakistan. I really don't think so. They've got so many bats here that if Kishan stays in, we could see them put on a ridiculous score. We could see them put on an absolutely disgustingly ridiculous score here if Ishan stays in, because this is just crazy. Sean says, dearie me, mate. You've had a rough one. Get a beer into you. Get a beer into you and watch some cricket, son. Get a beer and watch some cricket. That's going to be up in the air. No one there, though. Single for Ishan. I thought they'd bat first, but the stats backed up why Pakistan would chase. But they have probably batted first. But they'd have probably batted first to be a chance. Yep. So 83 for 1 to 8.1. Run rate 10.16. The bowling is awful, just throwdowns, no one's doing anything. Yeah, especially here at a track that should have plenty going on with the bowling. And that's going to be swung on, and that's going to be out the back for just a single for Tilak. He'll be on 11. Yeah, look, India from here, they're well and truly so far in front that it would take a miracle for Pakistan to keep them under 180, 190. Because this is not usually a high-scoring pitch. He's gone for a sweep, and he's gone for a 6, and he will get a 4. A 4 for Ishan Kishan. He's on 77. I don't want to jinx it, but this could be the first of the tournament. This could be the first of the tournament. That is a big shot. Don't forget, guys, if you love your cricket, we are going to be live for not only the T20 World Cup, but we'll be live for plenty of bilateral series in Test cricket, ODI, and T20 going forward across multiple different teams around the world. So hit that subscribe button, smash the old thumbs up, and oh, he's been bowled, Kishan. They needed that one so much here, India. They needed that wicket so desperately. That just thread a very, very fine line, and yeah, bowled as you said it. Satish, what do you guys want me to do, Jinx and Blaze? What do you want me to do here? Like, at the end of the day, I'm commentating the game. I've got to bring up the fact that he's close to a damn well 100. I say the damn well thing. I tell you what, I genuinely believe that commentator's curse is real. Because I, in my head, acknowledge before I say something that me saying this feels like something big's going to happen. It's like you have like an innate belief, like an innate sense that it's about to happen, as in they're about to get out or something like that, and you go and feel the need to say it too. Maybe it's because commentators watch so much sport. We watch so much sport. There's just like a sense that you don't understand that's telling you something big's about to happen. And then something does happen, but unfortunately it's breaking through what you've just said, because why else would every time you bring up like a milestone, like a 100 or a 50, why else do you see so many times the commentators curse people like me, or just the official commentary all around the world? There has to be something to that, man. There has to be something about that. It's too common. It's way too common to be so consistent across the world. Because I just said, what did I literally just say word for word? I don't want to jinx anything, but I have to mention it because I did want to mention it, that he is on, what was he, 77? You know, you don't want to jinx it, but then you do jinx it. You did the same last time. That's the point of anything. See? How can it possibly be so consistent? Because they talked about it in the commentary just before too. I talk about it. It's a consistent thing that happens across the world in all sports. Baseball, if you talk about the no-hitter, they will get a hit immediately. There has to be something to that in regards to like an innate sense that people just have. I'm being honest here too. Like, I feel like there has to be like an innate sense. So next bolt. And that is going to be a single. Yeah, India will slow down for a while. It brings Pakistan back into the game because they need to restrict the living shit out of them right now. They need to use this and restrict the shit out of them right now. There are more trees on this planet than stars in our galaxy. So when someone says we need to plant more trees, it's just meh. What on earth are you talking about? What are you doing? What are we doing here? He was threatening to take the game away. Very much needed wicket. Absolutely. Ooh, dot ball. Satish said, do you understand, mate? Feeling sad for Kishan, who was absolutely flying on a turn and deck. Yeah, but the thing is that was coming too. It's not like that was not expected. It's not like that was completely against the run of play. At the end of the day, he was going for big swings and it was working out, but at some point it was going to come a gutser for him, and it come a gutser for him. I know, says, mate, I recommended the channel to a few of my mates here in India. Good stuff, I know. Appreciate that, mate. Obviously, we've got plenty of cricket that we hope they enjoy, as long as they enjoy a bit of banter and a bit of a laugh, and obviously a little bit of cricket. We're on. I only got the Māori versus Indigenous because I had a feeling they cooked the books again. What? I only got the Māori versus Indigenous because I had a feeling they cooked the books again. Oh, with the draw. I don't think that you can have that niche of an individual slight touch at the tippy tops of your fingers for the no try for Jaden Campbell at the end. You know what I mean? I don't think that you can rig rugby league overall. Like, you can push it down a narrative and down an agenda, but I feel like you couldn't have it down a draw agenda, and that's really, really difficult. I don't know, man. It's an interesting thought. Nawaz, we have seen a draw in the Indigenous Māori game before. We have. Brenton says, hey mate, just finished work. How's the footy and cricket been? Sharks got absolutely slapped right up the old sphincter by the Eels. And the other game was a 16-16 draw between the Indigenous and the Māori. Very good game there. This one, Pakistan got absolutely diddled for the first 7-8 overs. And then I went and did a commentator's curse and jinxed the guy got out in 77 on Ishan Kishan. And that's going to be a single. Got absolutely diddied for 7-8 overs. And then in the last over, I said, "Oh, look, Ishan Kishan might be on his way to. He might be on his way. He might be on his way to 100." And then he got out in the very next ball. Shatij with the 192.31 rupees. Get around here, Shatij. Appreciate you for the dono, sir. Yeah, Eels fans did think they'll win the comp. Brenton, Jay is right. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be a single. Get around your Shatij. Thanks for the dono. Study things. Stop living to your name and not give us a pollution lesson and watch the game. Brett says, a draw for the All-Stars game. Wow, no extra time. There's no extra time in the All-Stars match. No, it's always just straight up. So Nawaz next bolt. And this is very much what Pakistan do. They're limiting them now, but they're still so far behind now because of what Ishan did. They're so far behind. But hopefully Pakistan can make a game of this now. Because it was looking to get ugly. It was looking to get real ugly. And that is going to be a single. No, it might be two. No, just a single for Surya Kamiyadav. But the crowd is dead now. Yeah, I know. How much does one wicket just completely take it out? You know that means there's way more Indians here in the crowd than Pakistanis because remember Ahmedabad, 2023 ODI World Cup final, how loud that stadium was. It was so passionate. It was so in your face. It was just completely whomper. Then as soon as Travis Head put the silencer on, you could hear a quite literal pin drop in that stadium. Yeah, no Arshdeep today, I know. You could hear a literal pin drop amongst 135,000 people, but there was also probably like 10,000 people left. Let's just stay complacent, Eels fans. Let's just stay composed. Let's just settle down a little bit. We'll settle down a little bit. Complacent might not be the right word, but 10 overs down here. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. 10 overs down. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be live for Afghanistan, UAE, but I will be live for England, Italy, and then I definitely will be live for Australia, uppercut Sri Lanka. Come on, the Aussies. Come on, the Aussies. It's a must-win for Australia. It is a must win at Barakeli. They need to do it. Otherwise, they are gone. It was such a big game. At that final 2023, from memory, there was only 30 to 40 Aussies in the crowd. They would have got slaughtered. Slaughtered before the game started. And then they would have been opening up on them. That's going to be a 4 right through the gap from Surya Kumar Yadav. Big bopper. I thought they'd go Arshdeep for sure. Stop it, Nate. I see right through that comment. We've got a late start tomorrow. Yeah, not until about 4, so I'm going to get a good sleep tonight. I'm going to get a good old sleep every night tonight. Usman Tariq is the one bowling. Mr. Pause Bowler gives away the 4 off the first bowl. Mr. Pause Bowler. Here we go. Pause bowl. And that will be hit for a single. Just bowl the darn ball. Are we getting on the Italian bandwagon to Moz? Mate, Forza Italia, Forza Italia, Forza Italia. Scotland already beat England in the rugby union last night, so, you know, let's just make sure that England have the worst ever weekend possible. No, their worst ever weekend was losing the Euros to Italy. Oh, wait, same team. 97 for 2 after 10.2. Tariq replaces Saeem. Pause. And double. Says how many girlfriends you have for this game involved. Sean says, how many girlfriends you have for this game involved? What are you saying? 9.24 on the run rate. So Tilak on 12, Surya Kumar Yadav on 8. How is this action even allowed? Well, it's a pause and it's a bowl. So I feel like because it's a bowl and not just a pause, it's allowed. But with the pause, it shouldn't be allowed. How about that? No, it's fantastic. It's fantastic bowling action. You just don't get it, Seb. You just don't get it, mate. I don't get it either, mate. So we're both in it. They're not getting it together, but you just don't get it. Oh, wow. He's very close to stumping him there, but it's going to be a dot ball. Tilak shall just go for it now. He is drying up one end. Yeah, he's not done much here, Tilak. He's under the 100 strike rate right now. You've just seen a guy go for about a 4 million strike rate. Look at the low arm googly. I'm sorry, this is just bullshit. Look at the bowling action. Oh, get out of it. Get out of it. 9.1 overs remaining. Tilak on 12 from 14. Kumar Yadav on 8. And that's going to be up in the air, but that's going to be taken back for a single. For Tilak, he'll be on 13 from 15. Except yours? I don't understand either Sean or Shatish right now. It's except yours, man. Tilak is darling in Thailand. Yeah, you were letting us know the other day. What happened to arm angles, etc.? This is some bullshit. Well, the ICC have cleared it. And I'm sure the ICC, being basically operated by India, if he was doing something illegal, they would have got rid of it. I'm sure that they would have locked him down so quickly. They are bonding. Valid. This is really a fabulous start here for India, but you just need to limit these middle overs. You need to pick up some wickets here. India had a really torrid 19th and 12. That's on the air. And that's a 6. That's an amazing shot. Nawaz just gets absolutely romped for a 6 there. And now Tilak, maybe he gets moving. He gets a 6. Maybe I jinx him and say that Tilak gets out this over. How about that one? 5 fist him. Tilak has started. How about I jinx him right now and say I reckon that Tilak gets out this over. It's probably why they had a strike not to support Bangladesh. Imagine turning your back on them by playing this game. Nawaz next ball. Ooh, that ball. 4 balls to go. Voodoo. Voodoo. Voodoo, voodoo. Tilak Varma, strike rate 125. He's got 150s, 149 runs, 4 innings. Nawaz. The score predictor is down to 196 now, so at least they've kept them under 200 on the score predictor. And that will be a single. So the thing is, we don't have a system to check every ball for chucking. He passes the ICC testing with proper balls. He starts chucking 1 or 2 balls in between the games. Yep, I agree with that. So current run rate has him at... Show to be out now after a single. Seb, you don't know my magic, mate. You don't know my magic. You got to start believing, mate. It's because you didn't believe. It's like Peter Pan. You didn't believe. You got to believe more in me, Seb. Believe in Me. Come on, Seb. Believe in me. And that will be a single. Believe, son. But could you imagine if it happens now? Could you imagine? Start believing right now. If you believe right now that Tilak is going on one of these last two balls, it'll happen. Believe. .09 in the run rate. Nawaz bowling. And that will go through for a single. Seb didn't believe. I'm gonna blame Seb. I'm gonna blame Seb for this. I reckon that he would have been out had it not been for Seb doubting me. Seb, you just gotta believe, mate, in future. You gotta do a lot better, mate. I would have been spot on there. So 107 for 2 through 11.5. At least 3 singles down the over, though. I imagine the whole of Pakistan believes believing with you. They don't know, mate. They don't know. They don't get the feel. Oh, my goodness me. He's out. He's out, maybe. The umpire's not even close to calling that out, but they're all pretty adamant. They might review this. I think this is missing outside, but they are going to review it. They are going to review this. Well, I call a wicket, Seb, or what? Just the wrong man. Just the wrong man. I thought this was out too, Shatish. So review here from the Pakistanis. It's very close to the end of the bat. Oh, yeah, that's down leg for sure. Oh, that's going to be umpire's... Yeah, no, it's down leg for sure. It's umpire's call. That'll be umpire's call. That's going to be umpire's call, I reckon. That is going to be umpire's call, which I think is going to save Mr. Suryakama Yudav. Yeah, so there's no bat. Bro, he's manifesting. He's manifesting right now, but I don't think there's going to be wicket, but I'm claiming the review. I'm claiming the review. I think this is going to be ump's call. Oh, no, it's going to miss. And... Oh, no, it is umpire's call. I was right. Yep, I was right. It is umpire's call. Pakistan would be fuming. They would be spewing right now. That is ump's call. I was right. I knew. I knew. I'm claiming the review, but I got close with the wicket. I got pretty close, so I'm claiming it. And the only reason we didn't get a wicket was because Seb wasn't believing enough. You just need to start believing, Seb. It's a bit disrespectful, really. I think that's generous that they had that hitting the stumps. No, I disagree. You saw that it really did straighten up as soon as that ball bounced. Before the ball bounced, I agreed with you. It looked like it was going to go down leg, but then as soon as the ball bounced, it shifted in massively. And I feel like maybe I'll agree with you that it's generous of how much the ball is hitting the stumps, but I definitely know the ball was hitting the stumps. I definitely know the ball was hitting the stumps, but I just don't know if it was by that much, because you did see it really come in. And Tariq is going to give up just probably 2 here. Oh, that might be 3. That is a third, yeah. They will get 3 running from that. Tilak on 21. Suryakumar Yadav on 12. I want to ask Shatish, I don't really know if what happens, because I know around the world it does happen, but with India and Pakistan, is there usually, like at games like this, or at the MCG when you played and there was like 90k people there, is there usually aggressive like fights between fans and stuff like that? Because obviously Indians and Pakistanis are both allowed into this game. And I know that there is security with AK-47s in Chennai, because I saw that, and I saw that there was security with AK-47s in India, but are they in Sri Lanka? And also, how likely is it? Because I can't see any security with AK-47s when I have a quick little glance around. Obviously, they're predominantly Indians here, but is it like a common occurrence that you hear about aggressive fights and violence between Pakistanis and Indians at these cricket matches that they do play? Someone says, I called down leg from before the review too. Good, get me out there. Well, you're wrong though, weren't you? Because it hit the stumps. Not too good. You're wrong. Hit the stumps. That's going to be a single for Tilaki on 23. And in the stands, they won the shit up. They won the shit out of each other. Well, I would assume that. I would agree with that. But I'm just trying to figure out. Sri Lanka police also use big sticks to flog criminals. I would assume so, yeah. I just want to know if there's like aggression. I know they would wind the shit up out of each other, but Pakistan never usually beat India. I would love to know if there's like aggression. There used to be fights before, but it's all limited to social media now. Yeah. So that is going to be a wide. 115 over 2 through 12.4 overs. Because, like, for example, if it's Real versus Barca, they don't sit together. If it's City versus United, you can't sit together. Liverpool United, you can't sit together. Most sports around the world, like in America, if a Yankees fan and a Red Sox fan sit next to each other, it's not likely it's going to kick off, but it can kick off in regards to aggression, right, and physical violence. But with Indians and Pakistanis, I just didn't know because, like, inside themselves, your culture is very respectful on its pure form, right? It's very introverted in a lot of ways, the culture in regards to being out there in public. I know you Bollywood and stuff like that, but I know that internally you have like a very introverted culture where it's full of respect and appreciation of your fellow human and all that kind of stuff, right? So although how much you hate Pakistan and how much Pakistan hates India, when it's out in public, I'm sure it's not going to be that aggressive in comparison. I know politically it does. But I don't feel like in person you're going to see as much violence. Is that right? Brendan says, what was the site you were on where the Indians and Pakistanis were going at each other in the chat? You said it was putrid. That was the Crick HD or whatever it was. Crick Stream or Crick HD or something like that. I'm watching on Prime right now. Crick HD? m.crickhd.vip. I'm sure it'll be full on there, bro. I'm not even going to look. Outside of political circles, Pakistanis and Indians, not all but many, have strong friendships overseas. Yeah, I'm not surprised, mate. I'm not surprised. It's all political, bro. It's all political. And religion. It's all political and religion. And that's going to be a swing for the fence, and that will be 2 runs. Maybe 2, actually. Maybe 3, sorry. No, just 2. They made London their battleground in 2022? What do you mean? What do you mean they London... Oh, wow, that's a brutal shot of the English, actually. That is a brutal shot of the English. Any Englishman here want to take a shot of that one? Any Englishman here want to take a shot of that comment? My goodness. Van Skalkwyk, my hero, 13 wickets. Look at him go. And Getty with 8. But Van Skalkwyk, how good is he? Took me a little bit to understand that. 120 for 2 through 13.2. Took me a little bit to understand that, but that is dark, bro. That is dark. 120 for 2 through 13.2. The run rate is 9. I do have them getting above 200. I don't think Pakistan chases that. I do not think that Pakistan chases that. That will be a dot ball here. You need some wickets here, Pakistan. Desperately. Pakistan had won a good toss. Toss had been a big role in Pramadasa. Pramadasa. Minar Pramadasa. And its evening dew will come, I guess. Well, we'll see. Well, we will see. That's going to go for a... Oh, that is awful fielding by Shadab. And he will give up a boundary there off of misfield. That is awful. It's a shame USA sucks, so all of the GOAT Van's hard work is for nothing. Well, not really, Night Eyes. If Pakistan lose this game and then we saw a miracle out of Namibia, I don't think it happens. But if Pakistan lost here to the Indians and then couldn't get up for the game against Namibia because they just took them too easily, USA would actually qualify. I don't know what you understood by that. I'm talking about Indians and Pakistanis were rioting in London in 2022 after a match. Oh, true. No, I thought you were talking about a lot more deeper things than just that. But no, fair call, mate. Fair call. They were rioting after a match in London. Did something big happen in the game? Did it? So 13.5 overs down. 6.1 overs left here of the inning and batting. India will accelerate in the last 4 overs. Well, not necessarily 5-fist them. We saw them against Namibia. They got 3 runs in the last 2 overs? With 5 wickets? Against the USA, I swear they had 5 wickets and 3 runs in the last 2 overs. It was diabolical. Next ball. That is going to be a dot ball. And that will be a drinks break, ladies and gentlemen. That will be a drinks break. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'm actually going to go get myself a bottle of water, guys. I'm going to get myself a bottle of water. I'll be back in just one moment. All right, we're back. 14 overs deep. Shatish says 13 overs bowled by spinners out of 14 shows how slow the deck is. Yeah. Yeah, well, they saw how big Shaheen Afridi got smashed. Nished Asa. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, bro, but Nished, I'm just going to call you Nished, my man, says, whoever wins, thank God they played their match. Every hotel is booked here. It really was a blessing for us here. Oh, in Sri Lanka? Yeah, that's awesome, mate. That's awesome. No, it's good to see that this match was played, and so far it's a enjoyable match where India look dominant, but also Pakistan, they chose to bat second, so they would surely assume they're going to be able to compete heavily here. But overall, as long as it's good for your local community and you get plenty of money into the local system of Colombo, and you got plenty of people there at hotels and having a good time, fantastic. Fantastic. That's exactly what we want to know. That's exactly what we want to hear. But surely they would have been booked out anyway, Nished. Surely they would have been booked out anyway. Does Ishan Kishar want British citizenship? Oh, don't you start, Kraken. Hey, Kraken, are you a big rugby fan? No, I think we are. I think we're back here, guys. Are we back on, guys? Let me know in the chat. Are we back on in the chat? Sorry, we've had a little bit of a hiccup here in regards to our internet. Can you just comment in the chat that we are back on? Okay, sweet it is. Yeah, unfortunately our VPN is completely... The VPN's been causing us so much problems throughout this World Cup, but we're good again. We're back on. We are back on. I'm not on the... I had to turn the VPN off. So just make sure you click on live. So Nished, you were saying that the Zimbabwe problem is something we wish we could have avoided. Free cancellations, mate. What do you mean by... What do you mean by the Zimbabwe problem, Nished? All right. I'm going to have to click on live here. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. That's LB. That's LB. That's LB. That's LB. Tilak is out on 25. Tilak is out on 25. 5 fish way too early there, bro. You're going to have to get timed out for 5 minutes. Way too early there. Will they review this? Tilak is LB. And they will not review it. They will not review that here. They will not review it. And it's 126 for 3 with 5.4 overs remaining. No, it says, I miss the light blue teal shirts India used to wear. Those look sick. I don't mind their jerseys now. I think it's pretty good. But Hardik Pandya, he'll come in. Nished says, would have loved an easy walkthrough with Australia. It's going to be a tricky few days now. Possibly net run rate could come now. Yeah, for sure, Nished. But look, Australia, when you back them against the wall, this is like no banter. When you back them against the wall, they usually do turn up. People don't believe in them. They think they're not going to get through the group stage now. I reckon tomorrow night we beat Sri Lanka. I think the Australia beat Sri Lanka tomorrow, backs against the wall kind of mentality. And then they definitely go and beat Oman. And if they beat Sri Lanka, they've pretty much made it through, mate. They've pretty much made it through. It's great you're back in a flash. I was trembling with fear of that motorbike ad, those painful times. Yeah, just refresh the stream stitches. You're up for that. But yeah, look, Nished, it's going to be more interesting, and you would have preferred, obviously, the easy run through, but overall it should be okay. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. Is that a 6? No, I think that's out. I think he's going to be out here. It's a big wicket. Hardik Pandya is out for a quack. Quack. In a chat. Quack. 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 In a chat. That's a duck. That's a duck, and Pakistan have rocketed back into this game, folks. Pakistan have rocketed back into this game. That is a wicket. It is 126 for 4. That is a big wicket here of Hardik Pandya, and this is absolutely brainless cricket from Hardik Pandya. Absolutely brainless, Shitish says. Pakistan are back in this game. Saeem Ayub is very happy with that. And now India, they have lost a couple of wickets in these last 2 overs. Where did they go from? Sorry, they've lost 2 wickets in a row. My bad. They've lost 2 wickets in a row. This is a hat-trick ball here for Saeem. This is a hat-trick ball right now. Does he get the hat-trick? Comment in the chat. Do you think he gets the hat-trick here? It's Shivam Dubey coming out. Anab says, I agree. Terrible first up from Pandya. She says, this white-coloured hair guy has thrown his wicket away on a deck where you need to settle and play that accumulating cricket. He's gone for a big-time shot. He's gone for a huge shot and he's got out. And Nished says, Australia beat Sri Lanka. I think so, Nished. We'll be live for tomorrow night. Nished, we will be live tomorrow night for that one. So join us as we hopefully get Australia over the line, mate. Obviously, I am Australian, so we're backing them in all the way. But right now, we've got Pakistan, India in a belter because there's a hat-trick ball here. Night Eyes believes he gets the hat-trick. Here we go. Hat-trick ball. Hat-trick ball coming up for Saeem. Dubey. Can he get 1 run or will he get out on the duck here? This would be massive for a hat-trick, and... Oh! Has he got him? Has he got him? Has he got him? Has he got him? Oh my gosh, they may review this. They might review this. That's really close. They're going to... Oh my gosh, are they going to review it? This is close for a hat-trick. Have they gone upstairs? I think they have gone upstairs here. This is a review. Oh my gosh, Pakistan have reviewed it. This is so close. I would have said no off of first glance. Game has turned here, Arnab. Game has turned. Pakistan are back in. I don't think he hits that, but it's going to be close. Oh, wow, that's close. Wow, this is close. And ultra edge. And still flat. No wicket. It was very close. I guess it was worth the review, but geez, that was close. Well, now is when I would like to be bowling Abrar Ahmed, because you have India on the back foot right now. You have him on the back foot. Now is when you take advantage. Now you chuck in Abrar Ahmed. Now you chuck him back in. You made him come in at the wrong time of the game before. You chuck Abrar Ahmed in now, I reckon. India doing a mini repeat from last game. You were right, Draz. Yeah. I knew it was coming. Knew it can happen. They're very susceptible in these middle portions. So 3 for 24 for Saeem, and that's going to be a dot ball. Wow, good bowling from Saeem. Very good bowling. First wicket, LB. And then second wicket was caught out in the boundary, and then very, very nearly edged him to the wicket. Why would India want Oz to qualify? They'd have nightmares playing us in a big game. Since every Indian wants Oz to be in the Super 8, they should qualify. Because every Indian wants revenge, mate. Indians think that they get revenge over Australia if they beat us for 2023. We will always hold 2023 over you. You will never, ever, ever be able to get something that is the equivalent of what we did you, because that is not possible in cricket. There is no way you could beat us. The only way that you would be able to get revenge over Australia for the 2023 ODI World Cup final is to beat us 5-0 in Australia in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. The only way that we would ever feel the same impact that India felt in that ODI World Cup final is to beat us 5-0 in Australia. Otherwise, you won't see the Australians give anywhere near as much of a shit. That is my only solution to you getting the revenge for that. The only thing they can do is beating us at the MCG in an ODI World Cup. Disagree. But we would handle it better than India. But yeah, exactly. I don't think that Australians would care anywhere near as much. We wouldn't care I would. I'd care a lot. But Australians wouldn't care nearly as much. But you would impact every Aussie if you beat us 5-0 in a Border Gavaskar Trophy in Australia. And it would only be in Australia. It wouldn't be in India. Oh, that's on the air. And that will be a single. Man, India batting is almost betting on Superman effort by a single batsman. Sky versus USA and Ishan today. Yep. Yeah, India don't usually bat as a collective, mate. They usually have their big star performers, but they're not always the same star performers. Oh, that would have been umpire's call with that first one. Very close. Very close. But that's why Indians want Australia to be in the Super 8, because they want to beat us, because they feel like they... No Aussie, except for like me and you and a couple others, care about T20. Like, no one even thinks about T20 in Australia. You don't reckon India beating Oz in Melbourne for a final isn't sort of a comeback for revenge a little? No. You won't have anywhere near as many Aussies giving a shit about it as you think. They'll go away from that game and they'll never think about it again, mate. I will. You will. We will. But Australia as a collective, as a country, won't even think about it past tomorrow. 5 tests in a row inside Australia, though. Now we're talking. Beat us on Boxing Day, plus the other 4 tests. That'll be a day of mourning. I don't think you realise how little Australians actually care about ODI or T20, Draz. I don't think you realise. Sure, it would suck for Aussies, but they wouldn't care that much. You're not going to see them lose sleep. They'd lose sleep over losing 5 Border Gavaskar trophies in a row, though. Which sport does Aussies care for? Rugby league, if you're in Queensland, the sport that we stream outside of this, as you know it is, rugby league in Queensland, New South Wales, and ACT. It's going to be a single. So 131 for 4 through 15.4. Rugby league in certain areas, which is Queensland, New South Wales, ACT, and then 50-50 with Northern Territory. And then AFL, which is a different sport entirely, in Western Australia, South Australia, 50-50 Northern Territory, Victoria, and Tasmania. So it depends on where you are. Lawn bowls also massively, Brenton. Lawn bowls massive. Oh, big shot! But it will go for a 4. Where was the boundary fielders there? That should never have been a 4 there, mate. What was that fielder doing out there just then? India tournament 4 is 48. Duraz says, no, I know Aussies don't care about T20s. I even said we'd handle it better than what Indians did in 2023 ODI World Cup final, but in terms of what can India do to try claim some revenge, Australians have other sports. In terms of revenge, the same equivalent is beating us in 5 games, beating us 5-0 in Australia in a Border Gavaskar Trophy. Looker alert. Looker alert. That's going to be a single. So it's going to be 136 for 4. Wow, they have limited them massively in these middle parts of the game, which is what I said would happen. I said India love a good limiting in that middle of the order. And Pakistan, that's usually where they chokehold you. And Pakistan have done it. Looker alert. That'll be hard for India to do. Well, it was hard for Australia to do it in the ODI World Cup final. That's exactly right. It's very hard. The only T20 Aussies love is BBL, do not care about international. Aussies don't care about BBL either, bro. Look at the viewership for BBL. It's so slow. It's so low. Aussies don't even care about BBL, mate. There's cricket fans like me and you and other fans out there who do, but overall, T20 BBL is not cared for at all. Do Aussies care if they lose the Ashes? Complex question. Mostly, I would say yes, on a significant scale. That's going to be a single here for Dubé. I would say yes, but it's not to the same level as, say, India would care in the same context, in the same situation, say, against Pakistan. It's not the same context. Like, people will go back to their regular living within the next couple of days kind of deal. They'll feel like shit, but, like, yeah, it'll hurt them on the old ego because we've got plenty of English friends and English mates that will slap into us, right? But, like, overall, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, all Aussies care about is Big Test Series. Nishad says, state playing AFL, just need a few million out of the large population and 20-year plan. Get into rugby league, sir. If you're on this channel, you're going to start loving rugby league. I heard BBL get full crowds, which T20 International do not. BBL get full crowds? I don't know what we're watching there. And also, I ask you the question, do you think those full crowds, even if there were, do you reckon they're Aussies? Or do you reckon they're Indians and Pakistanis? And also, the BBL absolutely does not get full crowds. Absolutely does not. Absolutely nowhere near. Up in the air, up in the air, up in the air! No one there. Single. 138 for 4 through 16.3. Indians watch more BBL than Aussies, as Indians put a lot more money on those matches. Yeah, true. Aussies don't really watch it. The only sport Aussies, for the most part, collectively watch is the Test Series on Boxing Day. It was all the Pakistanis coming to spam with Babar and get his photo after. Yeah. Like, do you know anyone? That's a single. Do you know anyone who will lose sleep over a BBL result? Not in Australia. I don't think any Aussie knows someone who will lose sleep over a BBL result. But I know me who will lose sleep over a Titans result, or you guys who will lose sleep over your NRL teams. I know many AFL fans who will lose sleep over their AFL teams losing one result. That's what Aussies care about. Aussies care about the physical sport, but they love the cultural and historical test matches. That's a wide if he didn't hit that. Oh, he must have touched it. Aussie, English and South African crowd has kept the test cricket alive. There is no crowd in test matches when held anywhere else. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Looker alert. Australia, England, South Africa. New Zealand just don't really care about cricket in general, but they would probably... I do think that Test cricket is still their favourite if they were to love cricket, but overall Test cricket, they've never been... Oh, they've been good, but they've never actually done anything with it. Who you got winning this game? Lidofo says, I've got India, but it's going to be close, bro. This is going to be a ripper game. It's going to be a ripper game. 3 overs to go here, guys. 140 for 4. Pakistan. I called this game perfectly right now. The first 6 overs is always India. They will dominate. They don't care about the wickets. They will dominate. They'll live and shit out of the first 6 overs. Look at it. 1 to 6, 52 for 1, 8.67 run rate. Consolidate 7 to 14, 73 for 1, 9.13 run rate. And then in the middle portion of the game, 15 for 2 with a 5 run rate. That run rate has been constricted, boa constricted, son, by the Pakistanis, and they've kept him down here. India's Test cricket has had a big fall off. Yeah, because you're focusing on this. That's why it would be so disappointing if you didn't win it. You have to win this tournament. You must win this tournament. If you don't win this tournament, it's such an embarrassment because you've put everything into the T20s. And that's going to be a boundary for Surya Kumar Yadav. And Abra Ahmed has had an awful game here. This is him bowling again. He gives up a boundary straight away. Jace, did you do a poll? Yeah, there's a poll. We've got 76% for India right now and 24% for Pakistan in the poll in the chat. Well, New Zealand doesn't have big capacity stadiums, hence the people sitting on the hill. I love that, though. I love that. 19 runs, 2 wickets, and 2 fours in the last 20 balls. That's going to be knocked in for a single, maybe 2. No, just a single. Bro, exactly. We lost to Perth in the final, and I didn't even care. Like, it felt like it never occurred. If we won, cool, how good, but didn't mean much to me. Same thing with me, Brisbane Heat, man. I don't even think that... What's that Roosters fan's name that also loves the Sydney Thunder? I don't even think that he loses sleep, and he shows how much he's so passionate for it. There's no way he cares about the Thunder as much as he cares about the Roosters. That's going to be knocked out, but just for a single. Shatich says, losing to New Zealand 3-0 at home is just unacceptable even in dreams. Don't know much more the Indian cricket is yet to see in the GG's era. Or how much more the Indian cricket is yet to see in the GG's era. Yeah, no, that's pretty diabolical. Losing any series at home without winning a single game is pretty shit house. That's not even pretty shit house. That is just horrifically shit house. You can't lose. Australia would burn the whole country alive. We'd burn Parliament down if we lost all 5 games in a test series at home. Don't matter who too. If we lost every single game of a test series, I reckon that Australia, we're burning the country down. No matter who wins it, it'll be a great game. Well, I did say that I thought 150 would actually be enough for India on this pitch. And I wouldn't be surprised if they can get Sahib Zadar Farhan out very early. I don't think that Pakistan have what it takes to get a big score. Oh, that's a big shot for a 6 from Dubé. Wow. That's a massive one. And he's on 23. Draz says Abra goes missing versus the big sides. It doesn't surprise me. It's good to really see him get smacked. It's good to see Abra get smacked. Bring you back and humble, mate. Make you humble again here, Abra. Celebrate this. Celebrate this 6, you cat. Celebrate this bad boy. Shivam Dubé just absolutely knocks that one out of the park. 153 for 4 through 2.1 to go. 17.5 overs down, and that's a single for Dubé. Realistically, I do think you need to pump through Surya Kumar in this next over. Otherwise, it could still get up to the 180. 180 is 26 runs away in 2 overs. I could easily still see this being a 180, 190. I could still see it. He has ruined the momentum of Pakistan here. Yeah, no, but I was calling him to come in because I thought it was his prime time. They did do the same thing that I was saying that they probably would do, bring in Abra. But with that being said, he's been awful today, and Tariq will come in. He's only given up 20 runs through 3 overs. You happy with that? Mr. Pause Bowler. Mr. Pause Bowler himself. So 2 overs left. Tariq. Mr. Tariq. And he will... Oh my gosh, that should have been a wicket, bro. That should have been a wicket to Dubé, but it will be a dot ball. Either way, you're happy with that from Tariq. Oh, how has that not been a wicket? Ricochet everywhere except for the stumps. Surya Kumar on 32, Dubé on 18. Next bolt. Swing. Right down Broadway. That's a 4. Big shot from Dubé. 158 for 4 through 18.2. That is a big shot from Dubé. You love to see that. Indians taking out all the arrogance out of him. Well, no, he'll come back against some minnow team. He'll go and do it against Namibia. You watch. He'll get a wicket and he'll celebrate like a madman, like he's the best ever. I really would love Australia to play Pakistan again, and then we can get that ego win over him. Like, it would be so good to shut that man up from an Australian perspective. And we don't usually get, like, impacted by idiots worldwide, but just the way that he carried on in that Australia series against a literal B squad, which is kind of just what our World Cup is, but just the carry-on that we saw from him, where he was celebrating in the face of bowlers and celebrating in the face of 19-year-old kids that were just getting their first, or 20-year-old kids that were just kind of getting their first ever crack in an international T20I. You know, he's celebrating like it was the best ever, and you're just like, hey, you're a knob. So I would really like for Australia to play them again in the T20 World Cup, which we would need to play them in the semi-final, though. And I don't think that we'll match up with them, but if we did, it'd be beautiful. It would be. It'd be hard. It'd be hard to get the win, but I'd be a lot more confident with us later on in the tournament than I am now. Because Pakistan aren't known for getting through the crunch moments, and Australia are known for getting through the crunch moments against all odds. So 2 balls to go here of the over. And that's swung on. And that is going to be a wicket. Big wicket. So the Kamildav does go in the over. I did call it. I did say they needed to get Surya Kumar Yadav in the over. And they do. Big wicket. 7 balls to go here. It's 159 for 5. Now Indians should be able to touch 180. Not necessarily, but I doubt it. I doubt they'll get 180. There's one more ball here left of the over. If they could get a boundary, then sure. But right now, they'd probably be more so looking around at 172, 174. $159 for 5 with 7 balls remaining. Yeah, I'm feeling I'd go 172, 175, which should be about 13 to 15 runs here. Abra getting a bounce in the noggin would make my day. I don't usually like to agree with that. I would just like to see him get humbled, man. Because I will always remember, you know, our history in regards to ball to the head moments, which we won't really talk about here, but I hate ball to the head moments. With that being said, I just want him humbled in general. And right now, India are humbling him. But it wouldn't matter if Pakistan still won. If Pakistan still won this game, he wouldn't get humbled at all. Regardless of how his bowling's been atrocious. The last ball, and that's a dot ball. Okay, well, 159 for 5. They've got 1 over to go. You'd probably be looking at around 172, 174. Great over there from Tariq. 5 runs off, a 4 and a leg by. With a wicket. 4 leg by and a wicket. Now, at the end of this over, guys, we will take a quick little break for 10 minutes or so as the innings break will happen. I'll go stretch, go to the bathroom, have a bit of a kickback for 10 minutes, and then we'll be back and we'll be pumping along. If you are new here, get involved in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts. Obviously, smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We'll be live tomorrow for 2 games, which is England versus Italy and Australia versus Sri Lanka. You need to be here for that because that is going to be a big, big game, and I will be excited. I will be excited and passionate, and we'll be firing up. And Brenton, mate, you'll never be out of control, and he'll be off his rocker. Just to shake him up, not interested. No, I know, Brenton, I know, but we just have bad memories in regards to that. But Shaheen Afridi's going to bowl the last over here. 180's not off the cards. It's not off the cards. That's going to be smacked up for a 4. I'm telling you, 180's not off the cards, Taraz. You spoke too soon. Bowling a fast bowler here could still get 180. bowling a fast bowler in this final over could still get 180. There is a reason why they did not bowl him through the other 18 overs. They bowled him in the first over. He got whacked for 15. They didn't bowl him for 18 overs. They bowled him in the last over here, and he gives up a 4 straight away. There is a reason why you didn't bowl him. Why is he being bowled here in the final over? This is the highest score in India vs Pakistan match in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, by the way. And that's going to be smacked. But that will be a single. 164 for 5. If they get 1-6 here, man, I'm telling you that 180. Your eyes are about to close. Yeah, no, I am exhausted, but we are moving. We are punching. We're punching above our weight right now. We will be here the whole game regardless. Yes, I am exhausted from a big last couple of weeks of cricket and rugby league streams, but we love it, and this is too big to miss. Val's Goats, I'm new to cricket. Is India doing super good or average, and do you think India are going to win? Hold on, next bowl. Swing. That is going to be a... That's going to be a 4. That'll be a 4, so 168 for 5 with 3 balls to go. Duraz, oh yeah, 180's not off yet. Don't bowl a fast bowler here. So Val's, it's a hard one to tell you. It is very good. I said before this that in our Permatasar Stadium, the stadium where we're at right now, the pitch is usually really good for spin, and it's really good to keep low scores. We don't usually see a score like this. So India have gone out, and they're going to get around 170, 180, which is very good. I didn't think that Pakistan would be chasing down over chasing down over 150. That might be low. This is going to be a very close game here. I would assume that India do go and win this game, but I wouldn't be guaranteeing anything right now, because if they can get Sahibzada Farhan out very early, then... Oh, it's a 6. Duraz, did I call it or did I call it? That's 174. There's 2 balls to go here. Don't bowl a fast bowler. Why did you bowl a fast bowler? Why did you bowl a fast bowler? The most pointless and pitiful... Oh, he's dropped the ball again there in the crowd. Just stupid, bro. Pakistan doing this. Just stupid, bowling a fast bowler. You've allowed India to get to 180. You have allowed India to get to 180 here. I'm sorry, but, wow. Next bowl. Swung on, and that is going to be slapped into the corner, but it will be single, so 175. Oh my gosh. Is there a wicket here? Has he been run out? He's out. Who's been run out here? So Val's, it's a tough one. India would be fancying themselves massively right now, like they would be thinking they're going to win this game. But if Sahibzada Farhan is feeling on here, oh yeah, he's well out. There was no second run in it. Why were you? What are you doing? So there is a wicket. 175 for 6 with 1 ball remaining. Both overs of Shaheen will be the difference in this game, I feel. Yeah, well, funnily enough, Shatij, how many runs has that been? That would put India down to about 150, wouldn't it? That would put them down to about 150, wouldn't it? If you take away the runs from Shaheen Afridi's overs. 15 off the first over, so they would be down to, what, 160? And off of this over, what have they given up? 4, 8, 14, 15, 16. Come on, it's a 6, isn't it? No, it's actually going to get out. He'll get out here. But the point is that you take off of 6, 10, 14, 15, 16 runs. 16 runs from Shaheen Afridi here. 15 runs from Shaheen Afridi in the first over. That's 31 runs. They got to 176, 166, 156, 146, 145. How about the 150 call? Shaheen Afridi should never be bowling in the final over there. Sure, give him the first over. It didn't work out. You saw that pace bowler is not going to be going well today. Why would you give him the crunch death over? Why would you give him the biggest over of the match? Anyway, so 176 runs is what Pakistan will need to chase down. India do get 175. Well, what has happened to Afridi in general since 2022? Yeah. Val says, so it's like if a soccer team is up 2-0 at half time. Yeah, look, I would say, oh, dude. Yeah, 2-0's pretty. That's hard because it's like in between 2-0 and 3-0, bro. It's like 175 runs here at this pitch is like more of a 3-0 mindset. But also because in cricket it's still possible, it is more of a 2-0 mindset because like one goal turns into two pretty quickly. So yeah, I will. I feel like you'll understand what I mean when I say it's kind of in between the mentality of a 2-0 and a 3-0. Because there is aspects of 3-0 up at half time that you'll take from this from India's perspective, and there's aspects from 2-0 that you'll take from this from Pakistan's perspective. So yeah, it's difficult, but is India's defence not good? No, they're good. Wouldn't 180 be incredibly hard to come back? That's why I'm saying that I think that India still win this game, but anything is possible, man, in cricket. You know, if Pakistan's Sahibzada Farhan does get rocking, if he does get going here, mate, I'm telling you, the game is still on. But it will rely upon Sahibzada Farhan. It will rely upon him. You'll need him to go off. Sayyid Ayub will need to be good. Salman Aliaga will need to be good. I don't really care for Babar Azam. His strike rate's not great, but hopefully he can go well. Usman Khan. Overall, you need the key man for India. You'll know how this game will go from Sahibzada Farhan. You will know how the game goes for whatever he gets out for. If he gets out for 50 plus, Pakistan's in the game. If he gets out for less than 50, if he gets out in the first 10 runs, I don't feel Pakistan can chase this down. Kraken says, why would anyone in their right mind use Shaheen Shah Afridi in the last over where spin is doing so good? Kraken, I was saying it as he was coming out. I said, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so stupid. He gave up 15 runs in the first over. Why would you give him the last over? Come on. Anyway, guys, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm going to have a bit of a stretch before we do get underway here with the second innings. Stick around, keep involved in the chat. I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes' time for the Indian bowling. Pakistan try and chase down 175. Is it doable? Yes. Is it very difficult? Absolutely. But all right, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll be back in a few moments' time. Well, we just missed the first ball. The first ball's happened, and it was a dot ball. And now we're into the second ball, and it's also a dot ball. Sorry, guys, I was a little bit long there. But I am exhausted. We are doing our best. Now I'm just going to switch across this to the run chase of the Pakistanis. There we go. Sahib Zada Farhan and Sayyid Ayub are the two men. And they need to chase down 176 from 119 balls. Well, 118 balls now. Here we go. It's a hard chase for Pakistan. But we know in cricket things can get crazy. Hardik Pandya, he is the one bowling. He's bowled 2 dot balls. And let's make that 3 dot balls. Fantastic first over here from India. Fantastic start. And India are looking to attack them early. They need to look out for Kuldeep and Varun. Yeah, of course. Kraken says... Oh, I already read that comment, yeah. I'm a cricket guru, ask me anything. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Mr. Smithster. But, guys, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got a big chase here for Pakistan. The scoreboard pressure will be a lot. This is a big chase at our Pramadasar Stadium. Sahib Zada Farhan is the guy that they need to hit big, though. Comment, do you think in the chat if Pakistan can chase this down, or do you think that India will get the big win? Next ball, that's up in the air, that's up in the air, that could be it, that could be it right there. Sahib Zada Farhan has gone on the duck, and that is huge. Sahib Zada Farhan is gone on 0, and that is a massive, massive wicket here to start off this Indian innings. Oh, dude, how do you come back from that? Your best batter who's been having an incredible tournament so far will go for 0. And Pakistan are on the back foot already. He knew it as soon as it went up in the air. If Abhishek can do it, I can do too. Exactly right. Quack, quack, in a check, quack. Quack, in a check, quack, 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 in a check, quack, quack, in a check, quack, 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 in a check. That is quack, quack in the chat for Sahib Zada Farhan. 4 ball 0. Well, that's the exact same. Both Farhan and also Abhishek went for 4 ball 0s. And how do they come back from this now? How do they get themselves back into this game now? Salman Ali Aga, he is going to have to really partner Sayyid Ayub big time. Salman Ali Aga. This is a mountain of work now with their biggest batter out. And that scoreboard pressure will mount. And you don't want to be embarrassed, but right now you do not have a run and you have 1 wicket, and the next bowl is going to be a beautiful bowl for a dot ball. A beautiful bowl for a dot ball. Unreal stuff. Oh, he was looking so confident too, and then he just put it straight up in the air and he knew. He knew immediately. His record against Pakistan as well is really good in the bowling. And an average of 14. Hardik Pandya next bowl, and they will get a wicket maiden. What an unbelievable over there from Hardik Pandya. You couldn't ask for anything better. He may have disappointed when it came to the batting, but he has just excelled when it's come to the bowling here. Wicket maiden to start him off. In the power play. You can't ask for anything better than that. So who do they go to next? They won't go to Varun until like the 7th over, 8th over kind of deal. Hardik Pandya, most wickets against opponent. Pakistan 16 with a 13.7 average. England 19 with a 24.8 average. He's not good against Australia though. Not in the top 5. Sri Lanka 14 with a 22.6. South Africa 14 with a 34.5. And New Zealand with 13 wickets with a 27 average. But wow, that Pakistan average is really good. So it's Jasprit Bumrah. This is who you've got to target. It's not easy to target, but this is who you've got to target if you're Pakistan. This is not a pace bowling pitch, and they will go for a swing, and that will be hard edged up to the boundary, and that's a 6. That's a 6 for Sayyid Ayub. It's what you need. You need to target Bumrah. It is not an easy task, but you must target Bumrah if you are going to win this game. Because the pace bowler, we saw that 18 overs were spin for Pakistan, and the other 2 overs was Shaheen Afridi, and he got smashed for a 15 and a 16 in his first over and in the 20th over as well. He gave up 31 runs in 2 overs. Well, Bumrah's already given up 6 runs in his first ball. You have to target him, and you have to make him pay. Next bowl. Oh, he could be gone. He could be gone. That's a wicket. That's a wicket. That's a wicket. He's gone. That's 2 wickets. Oh, damn. Bumrah really looking down at Saeem Ayub there. Making him... Oh, he's going to review this. Saeem is going to review this. I think he's gone. I think Ayub is gone. And Bumrah really wanted to make sure that he knew he got him gone when he stared him down like that after the wicket. But they will review this, and this is a massive review. I think it's 100% gone, bro. Oh, no, this is definitely safe. He's definitely safe. Oh, yeah, Bumrah. I don't know about you staring down Ayub now. He's 100% safe. No, it's not out. He's still in. No, that definitely hits bat before pad. Awkward shot, though, from Saeem, because he actually hits his own pad with the bat. He hits his own pad. It made it awkward for the ump. Okay, here we go. Didn't it hit the bat first? I thought I saw the bat first. I might be so tired and brain dead that I thought I saw bat first. Maybe I'm completely incorrect. No, he's out. Sorry, guys. I completely got that wrong. Maybe I'm just completely brain dead at the moment. Let me have a look at this again. For some reason, I thought that hit... Oh, maybe it came off the other pad first. Yeah, no, I am very tired, guys. Forgive me. So Jasprit will get the wicket. He will get the wicket there. And that's 2 wickets down for Pakistan. That's my bad. Since I'm calling it now, Pakistan to pull off a famous victory. And this is why you went on a cricket guru, because it is 6 for 2 with 1.2. Who do you have to be the guy? What time is it where you're at? No, so Vals, it's 10:30 p.m. for me in Vietnam, but I have streamed this month alone with NRL preseason and also the T20 World Cup. In the first 15 days, I think I've done like 35 streams or 30. I think we've done like 35 streams in the space of the first 15 days here. So yeah, no, I'm really exhausted, man. I did 5 streams yesterday. I've done 3 streams today, so do forgive me. I haven't got it that bad for a while. That's going to be up in the air, and that's going to go for a 4, you would say. Oh, great fielding. Wow, he put every bit of effort into getting that, and that will be just the 2 runs there. That's fantastic fielding from India to knock you up to 4. You're in Vietnam, I'm in California. Good stuff, man. We did plenty of your USA games. I loved Van Quick for the USA. He's actually the top bowler in this tournament so far. Well, if you're a USA fan, Vals, then you need Pakistan to lose this game and then to lose to Namibia. Then you would actually get in, especially with the fact this is going to take potentially a big hit to their net run rate. I don't think Pakistan lose to Namibia, but you actually would make the next round of the tournament in the finals, the Super 8, and take on teams like New Zealand. Hold on. Can't sneeze. Wow. You take on teams like New Zealand / Sri Lanka and whatnot, if that happened. Babara's probably the best guy to be in right now to build a partnership. Yeah, they do need a bit of Babara's arm, and he is coming alongside Salman Aliaga. It needs to come off for him. Bumrah next bowl. Swing. We'll go for maybe... We'll go for 4. Good runs. Good runs from Salman Aliaga. Good runs. Yeah, Brenton, pucks are in all sorts at the moment. Like Blaze trying to stay awake. Yeah. I am, but luckily, like, this is a big game that gets a lot out of you that you can stay awake no matter what. If we were watching, I wouldn't have streamed like one of the Minnow Nations, Associate Nations tonight. I couldn't have done it. But because it's such a big one, I turned in for it. This is a strong start for Pakistan, or too early to say? This is an awful start for Pakistan, bro. You couldn't actually ask for a more awful start. This is as awful as it nearly gets. Oh, that's up in the air. Yeah, no, this is just a horrific start for Pakistan. It's another wicket. Salman Ali Agha's gone. This is just absolutely horrific for Pakistan. That's the third wicket. It's 13 for 3, and I'm sorry, but I can't see Pakistan chasing down 175 now by any stretch of the imagination. This is awful. They are getting murked on. They are getting absolutely murked on. The guy that shouldn't be killing it right now. We saw Shaheen Afridi go for 31 runs in 2 overs. Jasprit Bumrah gives up a 6 in the first ball and then get 2 wickets in the over. And, wow. That's how fast bowlers bowl on a turning slow deck. Well, this is just horrific for Pakistan. 13 for 3 in 2 overs, and Salman Ali Agha is gone. And Babar Azam, this would be your most spectacular victory of all time. You know what? I'll respect Babar Azam as one of the GOATs of cricket if he can win this game for him. If Babar Azam can win this game for Pakistan, I'll sit here and I will actually take my hat off, and I will say that Babar Azam is one of the greatest of all time. Spencer, this is suspicious. No, this is India. Yeah, I wanted to watch this one as well, and I'm crashing out myself. This could be done quicker than we think, though. Mate, right now, it's on target to finish by the 5th over. Hardik maiden wicket over 2. Yeah, maiden, oh my gosh, it's going to go through for a single, but... goes through. It was a scary one. But Babar Azam wins this from here. I'm never trolling him for life. No Indian could ever troll him ever again if he won this game from here. Nobody could, because it would be just the most miracle of all miracles. Valsago says, it's the only sport where India is number 1, I think. This is the only format, let's clarify here, right? Because actually Australia is the best cricket team of all time. But in T20 format, India is number 1. So T20 is this format. There is a one-day international where the Kiwis just went and beat India in a series, and I think Kiwis are basically... Are Kiwis top on the ODI rankings now, or is it still India? In Test format, it's Australia, though. But if you combine all the trophies across all the different formats, Australia has the most. So Australia is the best of all time, but currently speaking, in T20 format, India is the best, yes. But there is 3 different formats of cricket. So when you ask Pakistan, who wins full strength right now? Well, this is full strength, and India's going to win. But again, this is T20. In Test and ODI, India would probably win anyway. Pakistan have always been the maiden to India. Pakistan have never had... Well, Pakistan pre-2000s were better than India, but that's a long time ago. India versus Australia, I meant. Interesting question. In the ODI in 2023, in the World Cup final in India, Australia whooped them with Travis Head. In the Ashes, not the Ashes, in the Test cricket, where we played them in a 5-game series last year, we beat them, was it 4-1 or 3-1? Anyway, we won that. So when it comes to ODI, it's interesting. But I would probably say that we get it, because India don't look as good as they once were. In Test cricket, we get it. We play them again next year, but in Test cricket, we've got it. And then T20, you would favour India for sure, but India are always known for falling at the final hurdle against a big team, like in Australia when it comes to the crunch. But Australia is struggling at this tournament because we've got a lot of injuries. We play tomorrow. We'll be on for that one. You should check that one out. That's going to go for a 6 there from Usman. They need that. They really, really need that. So, yeah, full strength. Ooh, that's a good game. Actually, no, to clarify from what he said, full strength, that means we've got Paddy Cummins, that means we've got Josh Hazlewood, that means that we have, I guess Stevie Smith in, Travis Head, Cameron Green. I feel like that's a great game. Seeing Hardik and Bumrah, it was a semi-right decision to use Shaheen, but he is too terrible. Yeah, Shaheen wasn't good, bro. And swing and a miss. Wow, it was a good bowl, but it was swing and a miss. 2.5 overs in, they're at 20. I will say to you, though, it's the wickets that are worried, because at this stage, India were 23 for 1. So it's the wickets that are a worry. It's not actually the runs here from Pakistan. They've still been able to put up a few runs here. They're only 3 runs behind where India were at this stage, but just with those 2 extra wickets. They just need a bit of a partnership here that Babar Azam can create. And if you're claiming that he's one of the GOATs, Pakistan, well, then here we go. You know, Babar is going to be have to be the guy. Next ball from Pandya. Swing. And amazing fielding to stop a 4 there. Amazing stuff. It'll just be, I would say, a single here. Yep, 21 for 3. So 23 for 1 is what India were. 21 for 3 is what Pakistan were. 3 overs down. Because they don't bat massively deep here, Pakistan. Shaheen, I guess, can hold a bat, but like overall, I wouldn't say Pakistan are hugely deep batting-wise. Commentary just said Pakistan bat deep. I wouldn't really say overall. Okay, Jasprit Bumrah, they are going hard on the pace early because they know they can come in with Varun soon. That'll be a double. When they come in with Varun Chakravarti, that's when you know it's over, Pakistan. Win predicted right now has India at 85%, Pakistan at 15%. These guys have to be the guys to get them back in line. They have to be the ones. Usman on strike. And that's a swing. And that'll be a single. 22 for 3. That will be... What did I say? That'll be 3? Oh, guys, forgive me, eh? Forgive me. We're going to beat USA in the FIFA World Cup, aren't we, Vals? Oh, are we? Not really, mate. We might get out of the group, but not really. We're not a footballing nation. We're not a footballing nation, but we do punch above our weight when it comes to football. We do give it a good old crack, but usually we go through good tournament, bad tournament. That's a wide. And the previous tournament was really good. The only 2 teams we lost to was Argentina and France, who were in the World Cup final. But obviously, let's keep it this more so cricket, mate. We're focused on the cricket here, but overall, Jay. Oh, you're not a USA fan. You just live here. Oh, who do you support, Vals? Where are you from? Oh, maybe India? Where am I heading next, Satish? I'm off to Philippines on the 24th of March is where I'm thinking, but I might change it. But Philippines is probably where I'm looking to on the 24th of March. I could consider Indonesia, though, bro. I do kind of want to go to the beach. So maybe Indonesia is the go. We'll see, but... So next bowl here, 153 more runs for 100 balls, and that's going to be a single. That's a single. Do I need to remind you of Babar's 2021 World Cup knock versus India? One, I don't know why you're dying on this hill, Smithster. It's a bit weird. But also, two, I said that Babar needs to have his big moment here. DeRose says, all the talk of spin being tough to handle, India have not bothered to bowl spin yet, and Pakistan have lost 3 wickets. Yes, exactly. I was born in Canada, but I'm Persian. Persian's Iran, yeah? Next ball from Bumrah. Oh, wow. That's well played in the end for a single from Usman. 151 from 98. Yeah, no, I'm off to the old Philippines. Next up, but I've still got another month and a bit here in Vietnam. But after Philippines, I'll come back here for my birthday for a month and a bit. Yeah, Persia was Iran, yeah. Ah. When was it created, Jay? Just check it out quickly. When was it created? feel like one might have got past you now. So 25 for 3 through 3.5. When was it created? $3.5. Oh, fair enough, Joe. Because I was starting to think it might have been, what was his name? I can't remember. Oh, big swing, big miss. I was starting to think it could have been that one you hit recently. What was his name? He was also Persian. Because we were talking about it, and he was also a football fan. And that's why that rung a bell. He's not past me yet. Who was that one recently that you got? Are you a Detroit Lions fan? I am, man. Yeah, I am. Even though I lived in Chicago for a little bit, mate, so I am a Chicago Bulls, a Chicago Cubs, and a Chicago Blackhawks fan. But I was a Detroit Lions fan well before I went to Chicago back in 2019. I had to have a look. I had to have a look too early on. Do you know who I'm referring to, Brenton? Can't even remember his name. So 151 more runs from 96 balls, and Aksa Patel, he'll give up a dot ball. Dot ball. Aksa Patel. Little bit of spin. This is the first real double into spin here. The first real double into spin from India. And big swing alert. He goes over the top and he will foul in the boundary. It's a really good shot. He backs up away from it and then just slaps it over the top of cover. 4-4. 29 for 3. They've gone well behind the 10 runs per over mark, though. Definitely slowed down. $147 from 94. Swing. Over cover. Another 4. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot there from Usman. At least these guys are... At least Usman is putting on a bit of a show right now to get them back into the game. Hopefully to make this a good game, because right now it's looking rough for Pakistan, but Usman is keeping them in it. Right over cover twice. He just gets it over the top, and back-to-back boundaries will give Pakistan a bit more confidence again. Just to keep that sniff alive. Keep it sniffing, keep it alive. Required rate of 9.23. Still well behind that, but... And that was just a single. Yeah, he didn't want to look to try and back up on that and go for the slap. Did you bet on this game, Shatish? This is going to tell me a lot about you. Did you bet on this game? Oh, he's bowled him. See you later, Baba. Babar Azam has gone on 5. He has absolutely bowled him. Akshar Patel has got him. And I just don't see a well back. Looker alert. I just don't see a well back for Pakistan now. 34-4. 34 for 4. He cashed out the first over. He's bowled him. He's gone. Babar Azam out for 5, and this is looking like a nightmare for Pakistan right now. It's looking like an absolute nightmare. $34 for 4 through 4.5. Does anyone still see a world? Hey, Smith, how's the 2021 World Cup knock versus India looking for Babar? Looking alright, mate? By the way, I've kind of broken the Amazon Prime system here. I'm not on my VPN right now. The VPN is not on. So it's actually super interesting that it's still letting me watch this game. I think it still thinks I'm on the VPN when I'm not. So Shadab Khan comes in. 142 more runs from 91 balls. This game might end super early tonight compared to what we were expecting. You hack the system, mate. I'm like an absolute hacker. I'm just looking forward to Smith's next comment about some knock from Shadab Khan back in the 1980s or something that's going to get him over the line here. I just don't know why, Smith, you wanted to die on the hill. All right, Shauno. See you soon, brother. 34 for 4. Ishan Kishan at this stage was knocking him around the ballpark. Usman needs to just knock him around the ballpark. That's up in the air. I think he might be gone here. They might review this. No, they're going to miss it. Hit for 2-4. Got a wicket and then nearly picked up another one just then. First over is generous. 34 for 4. Lost more than half of the amount I earned last night in the first two games, which were Nepal versus West Indies. I told you not to do the West Indies-Nepal game. I told you that was silly. And USA versus Namibia. Oh, you didn't bet on Namibia, did ya? You didn't bet on Namibia to beat USA, did ya? Come on. What were you doing, Shitish? What were you doing? Varun, he's on, the best bowler in the world right now in the ICC rankings. He slapped up Namibia. And he starts off with the dot ball here. It's going all over the shop in that part of the chat, by the way. Interesting for sure. That's going to be a single for Usman on 19. No, it's going to be 2. 2 runs. If Varun replaces Bumrah. Yeah, Bubba was going for the slog sweep and he just got absolutely done over. That guy's losing his mind in the crowd. Smithson says, I'd rather make a bold call and be wrong than play it safe and boring. Well, wouldn't you just rather be right? Like, yeah, sure. Like, I get the bold call statement. Like, I'll make bold calls on here, bro. But you were back in Pakistan to win down 3 wickets when India have the best bowler in the world in Varun. This is a spin track, and Pakistan aren't amazing at the bat. They also should have lost to the Netherlands. So should India, to be fair to USA. But with that being said, like there was nothing that was really lining up with a bold call for that. And if it happens, mate. It'd be incredible. But there's just nothing that aligns with that bold call, which is why I took the piss out of it, right? But you understand the channel by now. Did you want the gambling hotline number, Shatish? He won't even get through. He's in India. He won't have the same number as us. It doesn't work here. That will be a dot ball. Oh. He fell onto his own stumps here. 138 more runs from 85 balls. Bold calls are great, but it just didn't really make sense with this one. Oh, I'm always travelling, Vals. I'm always travelling, mate. I'm always somewhere new. And that will be a doppel. Can find one that does. I'm sure that... Would India have a gambling hotline? So that's 6 overs down, guys. Power play is done. Hit that like button and subscribe. Fake Gamblers Anonymous. How about I help you? Yeah, I've told people to put on another bet today, but I was lying. Ah, yes, we got you last night too. I can't even remember what I was going to type. I'm that tired. But it's 6 overs down, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. India well in the advantage in this game right now. There we go. There we go. Val says gambling is illegal in India. No, it's complex, mate. It's like yes and no. Like there's, if I Google, let's go Google it. Yes and no is the answer to you. Okay, so it says gambling in India is a complex state-regulated and largely restricted activity, with most games of chance illegal, while games of skill like horse racing are often permitted. Yeah, because I know there's a horse racing, there's a horse track in Mumbai. And I don't know in Delhi, but I know there's one in Mumbai, and I feel like one in Bangalore. And Goa does have like a casino, just offshore in like a boat or something. But overall, it's restrictive, but it's just not completely legal. All we have to do is report Shatish in Jaipur police station. Yes, fire fist him. That's the one. That's what we had to do. It was too far to swim. She says, I'm trembling with fear. You should be. Looker alert. Looker alert. 138 more runs from 84 balls. Still waiting. Yeah, fire system's ending. Shitish. How do you not know this by now? He's been here. He's been here, mate. Damn, this is really... Look at him. Left, right in the crowd. He's really getting into him. He is full on in this crowd. Up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down. Only like 4 people per area. He's actually... too many. Only like four people per section is actually getting behind the up-down shit, though. Mumbai. Oh, so you know about the horse racing track that I was just talking about then in Mumbai Five System. I was actually going to go and check it out just to see how dodgy it is. Because, like, look, with all due respect, mate, I would fully... I know that Australia is dodgy with horse racing and stuff, but if Australia is dodgy, we still have a lot of regulations and a lot of stipulations and whatnot. Whilst in India, I am sure that they will literally just tell a jockey, mate, you run that horse last. I don't care how much. If it's a favourite $1, you make sure it comes last, which is easily done. It's very easily ridden to come last, even on a $1 one-shot favourite. So, I wanted to go and just see it and have a bit of a laugh, but it was too hot, so unfortunately there were no races on. Was with the India fetish. Next bolt, he goes for a swing, and that is going to be a 4. Usman will get a boundary, and it'll be 43 for 4. Horse racing track is 10 minutes away from my workplace, yeah. Is it as dodgy as I would assume? Five Fistum? Like, if I went there, I would just bet on randos. I would bet on the colour. I would bet on just a random horse. There's no way that I would do like actual research into what horse I would think would win. There's no way. I would feel that would be so corrupt, that racing track. Most around the world are anyway. They will get a dot ball. 133 from 80. $133 more runs needed from 80 balls. Next bolt. Swing, and they're going to get a single, but it was close. They'll get a single. 132 from 79. Good old classic horse, Waikakamukau. What a horse, mate. What a horse. Yeah, well safe. Well and truly safe. So it's actually 133 from 79. It was actually a dot ball. I thought they went for a run there. Why was it even close? Careful, mate. Tourists are disappearing in Jaipur. No, they're not, bro. They went home. We found this out last night. The Japanese girls in Jaipur literally went home. They're in Japan, mate. They didn't get kidnapped. They're in Japan. They're from Japan. They went home. No one's getting kidnapped in Jaipur, mate. But we do know taxi drivers are wailing all night whilst high. We do know that one. We found that one out last night. 47 for 4 through 7 overs. So Usman on 29 from 22. I might sneeze. I couldn't before. Good, I actually got that one out. Varun Chakravarthi will come in for a bowl. Gee whiz. Oh, I'm going to get such a good sleep tonight. My gosh. My goodness. Might not wake up till 5 minutes before England vs Italy. Might not wake up to it. All right, 129 more runs from 78 balls, a swing, and it will be a single. Maybe two, actually. They will get two out of this. Oh, they're going to get three out of this. Wow, amazing running. Really good running there. So they get to the 50 bomb. There to 50. And Usman batting well at the very least. 7.1 overs down. 126 needed from 77. The runs to balls is not unattainable. But it's just the 4 wickets that really, really hurt. But the runs to balls are not out of this world. That's a massive boundary out there at Apamadasa. That will be a single. 125 from 76. Hold on. Your eyes are looking like Shauno's. Dude, I'm down A. Like I'm rocked at the moment. Oh, it's a beautiful shot. And it will go away for a 4. That is a beautiful shot for a 4 there from Shadab. Shadab Khan. Beautiful stuff. You know, I'm pulling through though. I will get through it. You know me. If I start a stream, I will finish it. There's no way I would miss out on the end of this anyway. Not that I think Pakistan come back, but there's no way I would risk it. I would never forgive myself if like I stopped the stream now because I'm so tired, and then Pakistan, I wake up in the morning and they've come back in a thriller and won on the last ball. I'd never forgive myself, bro. I'd never forgive myself. It will be a single here, 120 from 74. Because like that would be the greatest game in cricket history. If Pakistan came back from this and won on the final ball, it would be the greatest game in history of T20 for sure. You wouldn't have had a better game in the size of the rivalry. Next ball from Varun. And that's going to be a single. Coming in to rip the band-aid off. Well, right now, Pakistan are actually slightly keeping themselves in this game. They just have to be more consistent than India. They just have to show more consistency across. Let's get some sleep. 3 a.m. here. Yeah, you're in for a rough one. They go for a swing. It will be a dot ball. I feel like if they're not at 100 by the 13th over, so 5 overs time, if they're not at the 100 by then, Branson, I'd suggest just going to sleep. They need to be, but if they're at the 100 before then, still potentially on. But they're well behind the runs. At this point, India were like 70, 84? 84 for 1? It's now 57 for 4 here for Pakistan. But they were around the 80 marker. They were around the 80 marker. But 12 overs left here. 9.92 on the required rate. Next ball, he goes for a swing, up in the air. Will that get for 6? No, he's out. Oh, he's been dropped, and it's a 4. It was a tough catch. It was a tough catch, but Usman gets lucky there. That would have been the game right there. If he catches that in the boundary, there's no way back in for Pakistan. There's no world. But that is a boundary. 61 for 4, 3.1. Right on the boundary. He gets dropped. That's a tough catch, though. He should have actually probably still got it. Like, it was very doable. It's very doable there, but he does drop it. And it will go over the boundary line. For comparison, India were 83 for 1, Pakistan are 61 for 4. Long story short, miracle needed absolutely. Next ball, he goes for a swing, and that's gone down Broadway, and that's a 4, and they're bringing themselves back in this game. 65 for 4. 65 for 4. But we have seen a couple of times. We have seen a couple of times so far that a couple of boundaries will get hit. A couple of boundaries will get hit, and then there'll be a wicket. So watch out for the wicket in these next 4 balls. Yeah, from this point, India slowed down fire system exactly. So, if Pakistan can remain the consistent, if they can, I feel like it was more so around the 13th over they slowed down. Oh no, yeah, around the 10th over or so is when they really started to slow down. But that's why I said that Pakistan just need to remain the consistent across. They just need to be the more consistent across the game. They don't need to go big every single time. They just need to be consistently the better team throughout the time. Now, calling off they're under 100 at the 13th, that sounds like a safe call. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be happening though right now, Brenton, because they're at 65 now and 8.4 in. Callers for two here. No, they'll get a single. 66 for 4. That's 4.2 overs away, 34 runs to get to that 100. Again, I don't think the Pakistan win this game, but at least they're keeping themselves in with a sniff as long as Usman stays in and so to shut up. $110 more from 68 balls. Don't forget for everybody here, be here tomorrow, Australia versus Sri Lanka. That's going to be a fun time. We will have a fun time with that one. 9 off of the over. Most runs in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, Ishan Kishan with 158 is number 2, Seifert with 156 is number 1, and he got out really, really cheaply last night against South Africa. 4, 8, 9 runs so far. $110 from 66 is needed. 11 overs to go. Hold on. There we go. There you go. All right, so 9 overs down, 110 runs needed from 66 balls. It's 44 runs separating. 44 runs separating the runs to ball count. Doable. It's just those wickets. You need Usman still in. Kuldeep Yadav, he hasn't featured in this tournament so far, Kuldeep Yadav. Where is he ranked in the bowlers? He is ranked equal 23rd with Mitchell Satner from New Zealand. Very good bowler here, Kuldeep Yadav, and he, like I said, has not featured so far in the tournament. That is going to be a swing, and we'll only get a single there. Usman 41, 109 from 65. There'll be a big sigh of relief when Pakistan can see themselves underneath that 100 more runs needed, because at one stage that looked well and truly like they were going to get just so crunched this game that they wouldn't even have had a chance. But Usman saved him a little bit here. I've got to back up another late one to Moz, Shauno, otherwise I would. Mrs. will deck me if she doesn't get any shut-eye through the day. Valid. That'll be a single. Yeah, tomorrow is the important one for you as an Australian for the late one. Tomorrow is the real important one because we need to win that game, and that is going to be rocking. I'll be full of energy because I'll have a good sleep tonight. We will have just watched England lose to Italy and get knocked out of the World Cup. And then Australia versus Sri Lanka. We'll be real firing for that. Tomorrow is the big important. Next bolt. Swing. Oh, he was going for a massive sweep 6 there, but it will just go for a single. They're showing us coming up tomorrow. Oh, showing Travis Head. What a beautiful man. Hasn't had a great tournament so far, Travis Head. Yeah, they're just talking about how important that that Australia game is tomorrow right now in the commentary. That'll be a sold-out game. That's going to be such a big game, dude. Oh, my gosh. Shadab so close to being gone. Close to the stump, but also close to the edge of the bat. Oof. Good bowl. It's a loud atmosphere, though. Very loud atmosphere. At least they're doing well in regards to keeping the crowd active in the DJ booth. Pakistan just about keeping Brenton up. Yeah, Pakistan aren't even trying to win right now. They're just about making sure that Brenton doesn't sleep. That's pretty much it. No, I think they might even still struggle to get there. 30 runs. They're basically, that would mean, Brenton, they need to get 30 runs in, so 10 runs and over, basically, from here. That's a swing. And that will be a single. So 71 for 4. 10 overs gone here, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. 71 for 4. Keep voting in that poll. Nearly at 200 votes now. Pakistan need 105 more runs and 60 balls. There's still 45 runs by the ball count. I mean, I've got to work again. I'll probably only get a glimpse of those games too. What was the times for here? Well, the Australia versus Sri Lanka game is on at this time. This is tomorrow night's game. The middle game is England-Italy. You'll probably miss that. And the early game is Afghanistan-UAE, but I won't be live for that one because I need some sleep. But I'll be live for England-Italy and then Australia-Sri Lanka. He goes for a big shot, but they won't get anything. It will be a dot ball. Axar Patel is bowling. You do need a couple of boundaries, man. You do. You need to find a way to get a couple of boundaries here. When you get to 50 runs, you need to be under the 100 for sure. That's right up boundary line. No, it's a single. Maybe two. No, it's single. Yeah, you'll be good for the Aussie one. Brenton's desperate they don't get 28 runs in 2.4 overs. Brenton's desperate right now. And that will be a single. Yeah, but see, Jay, it's been a thing for a little bit now. I know you've had your stuff, but yeah, it's been a thing for a little bit now. You'll understand after a bit. Oh, he's gone. That's actually awful from Usman, and that's the game. Branton, I think you should just pack it up now, bro. I think you should just pack it up now. No, I'm not streaming Afghanistan UAE, Shatish, but I'll be here for England, Italy, and Australia versus Sri Lanka. But I won't do Afghanistan UAE. There's no point. Afghanistan can't make it through in the UAE. Diabolical. Yeah, Brenton, you can head to bed, bro. That's a wicket. He's well out of his crease there. Well out of his crease. And that is 73 for 5 through 10.4. And there's just no world, Usman Khan. There's just no world that I can see a return comeback now from Pakistan. I genuinely believe Pakistan won't beat India for at least the next 5 years. They just haven't handled the pressure moment here tonight well. They had to bat first, man, for mine. I know that what Draz said was true, that the team batting second has won 10 out of 13 times here, but they had to bat first. They had to set the foundation. They couldn't let India set the total. Yeah. 73 for 5 through 10.4. Yeah, 5 years is a very long time. Yeah, no, I disagree with that. But it's very, very, especially in cricket. Oh, yeah, I'm going to heavily disagree with that part. But they don't look like beating him in a big moment right now, in the near future, like in the next 1 year. But you can't really speak outside of that. Alright, no stellar performance from Babar. Night. Alright, Branson, you have a good one, mate. We'll see you tomorrow. And they're going to say, no, he is safe. He is fine. It's about one game a year between these two. Yeah, but how do you know they don't win next year? Like, it's cricket. 5 years is a ridiculously lengthy time. Ridiculous. There's no way you can claim 5 years. 2 years, sure, but 1 year is probably valid. Like, honestly, take it year by year with international cricket, man. 5 years is just ridiculous long. Bro, think about it. Like, just about 6 years ago, England won the ODI World Cup. How'd they going? Like, within the last 5 years, we've seen Australia win a World Cup in the T20. We've seen England win a T20 World Cup, and we've seen India win a World Cup in the T20? What was it? 2021 that Australia won. 2023 England won, and no, 2020. Oh, it was 2020 Australia won, didn't it? No, I think it was 2021, but that was because it was delayed from 2020. Australia 2021 they won. In 2022 England won. 2024 India won, and now we're here. So, like in the last 5 years, you've seen 3 different winners of the World Cup. So that's why 5 years is ridiculous. Not that you will normally see 3 World Cups in 5 years. That was just because of the extenuating circumstance. 102 more runs for 53 balls. Pakistan is hopeless, though. I mean, they could get their shit together and still play the final. Exactly. So you're saying 5 years, but you're already saying that they could still put their shit together and get into the final. Correct. 4 for Nawaz. So if you think that they could still get their shit together and still play the final, then why are you saying 5 years? That should show you how quickly things can change in cricket. You know, Sahib's had a Farhan had a bad performance today, but that doesn't mean that he'll always have a bad performance. Babar Azam isn't usually good overall for a good performance against India, but like overall, 5 years is ridiculous. In terms of beating India. Yeah, but like cricket's cricket, bro. Like this could change in the next game. A lucky ball goes their way. They could definitely beat him in a final. I don't think I would be betting on it. I wouldn't be tipping it. I'd be saying that India do go and win that game. But also, it's out. It's ludicrous what you're saying. 5 years is diabolical, bro. This game could be played literally next week. It's not going to, but this game could literally be played next week. And it could go after me wicket there, and Nawaz has gone on 4. It could go the completely opposite way. It's the luck of the bounce. It's the luck of the day. And Pakistan have the ability to win. India have the ability to win, but Pakistan aren't able to capture the moment. But at the end of the day, India are going to deserve this win and win it well. But you're talking like ridiculous. 5 years, bro. 5 years is 2031. You're saying you could not see Pakistan beat India in the next 5 years. Do you know how silly that is? It's wild. Could you see Australia? Actually, I'll ask you this. Could you see Australia beat India within the next 5 years, Serpent? Could you see Australia beat India at any point over the next 5 years? Actually, here's the changer. If Australia made the Super 8, do you feel like you could see Australia beat India? Now, that's a question for you. Do you feel like it's possible? By next week in the Super 8? Of course. Okay, well, Pakistan just beat Australia. So if Pakistan just beat Australia, but you can see Australia beat them the next 5 years, over the next 5 years, probably by the next week, I reckon that you could see a world Australia win. Different context, but the point is, if Pakistan just beat Australia, why can't they beat India? Yes, okay, it's very difficult for them to do that, but 5 years is just insane. They play more often though. Okay, give Australia the same amount of games that Pakistan play. The point still remains. That's semantics. It's semantics. Give Australia the exact same amount of games against India as Pakistan play against India. India, Pakistan more often than you think. I agree, but also that was bilaterals. Oh my god, he's not getting it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's painful. Oh my god. Oh, Seben, you come in with some really. You just know how to get me rocking, eh? You do. This is a die. What do you mean that's bilaterals? You said that Pakistan can't beat India in the next 5 years. You never said T20 World Cup specifically. You said that Pakistan won't beat India for at least the next 5 years. Where did bilaterals being a thing that doesn't count exist? Oh, well, I guess they're not going to play in a bilateral, but that's not the point. The point is that who cares about that? The point is that India and Pakistan give Australia the same. You say that Australia can beat India, so then if Pakistan beat Australia, then why cannot Pakistan beat India? Why did I get hope for this game? I'm so tired, but like that's why I'm reacting like this. But it's just such a crazy concept. Because if we're now saying that the reason for your comment is that you're only talking T20 World Cups, which I'm assuming. So then, What if they potentially, per chance, play a game once or twice in the next 5 years? So you're going based off of one potential game every 5 years. So basically, what you're just saying, you can't see them beating them in the next 2 attempts. But that's ridiculous because that's still 2 and 4 years away. It just gets worse, bro. It just gets worse. It just gets worse. How do you know what Pakistan's team is going to look like in 2 to 4 years, right this very second, and the form that they're going to be having, and if they've even got the same coach, and if they've even got the same kind of processes? How do you know what happens then? That's up in the air. That should be gone. He's out. Shadab Khan is gone, and he's on 7. Well, like, what are we talking about? Like, are you just basing it off of this? Are you basing it off of this one game? Pakistan weren't ready for it. I don't think that Pakistan will beat India in this tournament, but could they beat them in this tournament? Sure. If they play each other in a semi-final, say final. Well, unfortunately, this game has turned into a bit of a shit fest, and now Pakistan must beat Namibia, otherwise they are out. Pakistan must beat Namibia, otherwise they are out. Which I don't think is going to be happening. And I can't believe I'm sitting here defending Pakistan, by the way, Serpent. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Apologies, guys. I just think Pakistan are hopeless every time they play India. They disappoint. I agree with you. They are hopeless and do disappoint against India. But that doesn't then justify they're not going to beat them in the next 5 years. You can say that Pakistan... A better way to put that is that what you just said, because I will agree with what you just said. Pakistan are hopeless, and every time they play India, they disappoint. 100% agree with that. But it's the bold assumption that things can't change at the drop of things can't change over the next 5 years. In the last 5 years, again, we have seen Australia, England, and India win a World Cup. Won't normally happen, but the point is that we have seen 3 different teams win a World Cup in the space of what you are talking right now. Now, let's assume India only play Pakistan twice over the next 5 years. Well, this is a pointless conversation and just saying the next 2 games. But also, it's ridiculous because that's across 5 years. Things can change completely in that 4-year span. Five Fism says USA almost beat India a few days ago. Exactly. I mean, I don't care. I don't have shares in either camp, but just want competitive games. I don't disagree with you. We all want competitive games. We all wanted this to be a brilliant game, and I thought Pakistan were a chance. I didn't bet. Well, I didn't bet, but I did back in India. But unfortunately, it's disappointing, and I can understand your disappointment. We are all disappointed in Pakistan here for not making this a more competitive matchup. But 5 years is a ridiculous time frame. That is a beautiful shot there from Fahim for 4. So they need 93 from 44. Being an Indian, even I don't agree with that 5-year statement. Pakistan are a dangerous side every time they post a big total batting first. I said they needed to bat first here. I said they needed to bat first. Even though the stats were against that. The stats were technically against that, but I did say that Pakistan needed to bat first. They chose to bowl. That'll be a dot ball here. Just calm down, you tipped Pakistan to win today. Oh boy. I'm going to get a good sleep tonight, son. They must beat Namibia on the 18th of February, which is on Wednesday. It's a single. Shay, like a big game. We'll be live for it. Yeah, that'll be big. We're going to be fired up for that. We're going to be fired up for that one, sir. Now, that is a big game. We will be well and truly live for that, and we will be pumping. We will be pumping, son. Kits off. We're going to have the kits off. The whole damn well party is going to be on tomorrow night. Loser goes home. Not necessarily. Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe still to play. If Australia lose, then yes. If Sri Lanka lose, they're still in. and then it will come down to Zimbabwe versus Sri Lanka, and then if I feel like the loser of that goes home, because if Sri Lanka lose, Australia. So let's assume Australia beat Sri Lanka tomorrow. Zimbabwe will beat Ireland, I would assume. They better damn well beat Ireland, otherwise they'll go regardless of the result tomorrow. But say Australia beat Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe beat Ireland. Then if Zimbabwe win, they're through. And if Australia then go on to beat Oman, they're through. If Sri Lanka win, Australia just need to go and get a big win. No, Australia just still need to win and they'll knock out Zimbabwe. Depending on how big Ireland's loss is, but I think Ireland will compete. Can't believe Australia worrying about Zimbabwe results. Well, we've never beaten Zimbabwe at T20 World Cups. Zimbabwe's a good team, bro. Musa Barani is a good player. He's a good bowler. Ngorava is a good bowler. Sikandar Razar is a good bowler. He's the number one all-rounder in the world right now. You know, Brian Bennett's a good batter. And we've got a very injured and depleted team. 90 runs needed from 40 balls. That'll be a dot ball. I honestly want Australia-India final at Ahmedabad again and see the crowd go silent. Dude, that would be the sexiest thing. That's Serpent, you said some diabolical shit on here, but that is sexy. That's one of your sexiest comments you've made. Actually, my great-grandfather was born in that part which was given to Pakistan after separation. I don't think Jay actually really cares. Looking at the pitch, how cool Kishan's innings was. Yeah, it was amazing from Ishan Kishan. All that hype for this big game ended in the first over at Chase. Oz Sri Lanka will be interesting. Watch. Yeah, that's in Palakelly, though. That's not here at Upper Matasa. And that's a big shot, but it will just be a single. The toss is really important in that Sri Lanka game tomorrow. Because Travis Head, we win that game against Zimbabwe for mine if he chooses to bat first. I don't know why they chose to bowl first. Oh, there's fireworks just outside here. There's fireworks happening for Tet right outside my window right now. Tet is like the New Year in Vietnam. 87-37. Give me 1 second. Are you nervous with the Sri Lanka game or confident and optimistic still? No, I'm confident and optimistic. I'm not too worried. I honestly think that when you back Australia against the wall, we get the job done. I'll be very disappointed if we lose, but I'm pretty confident. Steve Smith should be playing tomorrow, yes. If Palakelly's pitch is similar to that one in the Sri Lanka vs Oman game, Aussies will be flying, absolutely flying. No, we should be slapping that. It's a fair assumption, but then again, it's a weekend bowling, so I feel like we instantly dismiss Zimbabwe, which is a bit disrespectful, but I get your thinking process. I never instantly dismissed Zimbabwe. I said they were a chance against us. Who instantly dismissed Zimbabwe? I said when Zimbabwe beat Oman, Musa Barani will be a tough one for us. I said that Sikandar Razar would be tough for us. I said that Upper Matasa is not the stadium that we want. And Zimbabwe would prefer it. And they did. What sport is Australia best at? Cricket, rugby league. But we're pretty good at pretty much every sport. We don't win every sport. We're pretty good at every sport. No study things. Keep it all English here in the chat, brother. Keep it all English in the chat. No Hindi here, man. No, like when you said Zimbabwe would lose if we had batted first, like I can't say 100 for sure, but I get what you mean. No, I do think that we would have. I do think that we would have gotten the job done there. Cricket is harder because of variations in bowling. I agree. Rugby league, yeah, but there's no competition. That's not our fault. Get better than England. Get better than New Zealand. It's not our fault. We're still the best at it. Semantics. Pakistan need 87 runs from 36 balls. This game is well and truly over. It'd be a miracle if they just get through without giving up these last 3 wickets. Their net run rate is going to take a massive hit. Massive, massive hit. So 89 for 7 through 14. No comp means best. Well, like there is competition, but they're not good enough. It's their problem that they're not good enough. It's not ours. Australia is the best. England have their own league. They're not good enough. New Zealand uses our league. They're close-ish, but they're not good enough. Fiji compete. Samoa compete. Tonga compete. Cook Islands compete. Italy technically compete. Lebanon compete. France compete. Ireland compete. Scotland compete. USA compete. Canada have a team. Jamaica have a team. Brazil have a team. Most of South America have a team. They're just not good enough. They don't have the financials. They don't have the funding. But that's their problem. That's not ours. So at the end of the day, Australia is still the best team in rugby league, and until someone comes and takes the crown. But at the end of the day, they still have their own rugby league teams. It's not like we're the only team in the world. Everyone has a rugby league team. Not everyone, but most countries do. I forgot to mention Greece. I forgot to mention Cyprus. I forgot to mention Egypt. There are rugby league teams all around the world, but they're just not close to good enough. But yeah, and then cricket, it comes down to the format. Like T20 is not our best. We have one World Cup. England have two. India have two. And West Indies have two. But if you're talking ODIs and you're talking tests, then, there's second to none. Or you could argue swimming. Swimming's a fantastic shout. So 14.1. Over's gone here. 5.4 left. Appreciate it for everyone for tuning in. If I've been a little bit all over the shop at times, it's because I am very, very tired from all the streams I've been doing. But I'm doing my best, so I hope you're still enjoying. Post it again, but in English. 86 runs needed, 34 balls left. Aussies do pretty well for swimming the Olympics. Per capita, we're the best. Well, we have been the best for a very long time. America and us, we batted well above our weight. Between Australia and the USA, that was the big rivalry in swimming, and that is still the big rivalry in swimming to this day. Despite a country of 26 million people, while their country is 336, and they have so much more money than us. That's up in the air from Shaheen Afridi. Should be gone here. Should be gone here. He's dropped him. He has dropped him. He has dropped him. Aussies isn't the best in the world for swimming if you're talking per capita. Especially if you want to talk about America, because America would be the only one that we compete with on a significant level. I refuse to acknowledge a lot of China's cheating over the years, and I definitely will refuse to acknowledge the Russian cheating. 20 years ago, China didn't have a single swimmer in, and if they did, they'd still be swimming now. But now, apparently, they're all fantastic swimmers. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure we know why. Actually, didn't they get it done? Hold on. I swear they got done for something recently. A major doping scandal involving 23 Chinese swimmers has cast a shadow over recent Olympics, yeah. Particularly Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024. Yeah, it's so surprising that China has miraculously become one of the big world beaters of swimming in the last two Olympics, but yet before that they'd never had a single swimmer in, but yet now they just happen to be the greatest swimming team of all time, and then they have that doping scandal. Yeah, I'm surprised. India-Pakistan's the most overrated rivalry at the moment now. Duraz, this is why I always say, India-Pakistan is not a cricket rivalry. India-Pakistan is a political rivalry that shows its face in cricket. Because historically, India wipes the floor with them successfully and always beats them one-on-one, 50-50. It's not a cricket rivalry. Australia-England is a cricket rivalry. Australia-India is a cricket rivalry. But that's about it. Name me another cricket rivalry. New Zealand, South Africa isn't a cricket rivalry. That's a rugby union rivalry that may have a little bit of something in cricket, but overall it's not a cricket rivalry. The only real significant pure cricket rivalries are Australia-England, maybe England-India, and then India-Australia. Would you disagree with that? It's like saying that the Kiwis are our rivals. Come on. There's no way I would ever look at that like that. To be honest, India have a lot of people, but are underwhelming Olympics population and everything. Oh my gosh, Seven, don't do this. You got to be rage baiting me, bro. You got to be rage baiting me. I can't do this with you again. I can't do this with you again. Please tell me you're just trying to rage bait me there. There's no way. Oh my gosh. You're like a rage baiter. You've got to be a rage baiter. There's no way you believe what you just said is anything remote close to making sense on any level. There's no way. I don't believe it. That's out of your fame. There's no way you have just commented that population isn't everything in regards to what I said about per capita. Because I'm just too tired to respond to it. Love you, sir, but you understand the channel, mate. You understand it, but like that's wild. If you meant that comment, definitely, mate. It's not been feeling a rivalry since. It's not been feeling a rivalry since 22 or 21 when Pakistan beat India. A real cricket rivalry is Australia, England, and Aussie, India. Yeah, and I will throw in England versus India. I will. You're spot on. The main rivalries are between Aussie, India, and England itself, especially in Test series. Yeah, yeah, and India and Australia would be ODI now too, but it's still always going to be mainly that Test. Australia, India, and India, England, and Australia, England will transcend format. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what format it is. That was just one other comment. China have a lot of people. China do have a lot of people, but I'm not responding to this. Oh, he's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's gone. Hey, bro, man, gone for a duck. Off your pop, son. Off your pop. Off your pop. He's going to review this, but off your pop. She says, absolutely. India-Pakistan is a political rivalry which started from who owns Kashmir and then diversified into different topics, with cricket being the most popular mode now. The reason why cricket is the face of it is because your favourite sport, the only big sport really in cricket in India and in Pakistan is cricket. So it's very easy for with you guys both having your main sport, your national sport as cricket, for the face of the rivalry to show in a healthy way in cricket, because it is a healthy version. This is a healthy way for you to release your frustrations. It's a healthy way. Might go high here. No, he's definitely gone. He's absolutely gone. He's absolutely gone. And there's one wicket to go here. This is going to be a really, really brutal net run rate hit here for Pakistan. Really, really brutal net run rate hit too. What a day for Abra. I know he's in a batter, but still good to see a duck. Respect the rest of Pakistan, though, overall. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Ahmed and the way that he carries on. He's had an awful day with the bowl, and he's out for a duck. Pakistan century India, absolutely. They only need 3 more runs to the century, but Varun is currently on a hat-trick. He's 2 for 17 through 2.4. And Varun is on a hat-trick. They might be having early showers here today for both of these teams. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. We'll be back live tomorrow for England versus Italy. But look at this right now. Farhat, duck. Sam Ayub, 6. Salman Aliaga, 4. Babar Azam, 5. Usman Khan, at least he got 44. Shadab Khan, 14. Mohammad Nawaz, 4. 10 for Fahim Ashraf. And now we've got a hat-trick ball coming up here. Can he get the hat-trick to end the game? Abra Ahmed with the golden duck. Beautiful. It's Usman Tariq who comes in alongside Shaheen Afridi. The game has lasted 3 hours so far. Yeah, I know. So it's usually this game would finish around 11:15, but that's out. Oh, no, it's not. It's just missing. No, it's missing. India, imagine Pakistan lost to Namibia somehow and gets a worse for it against the USA. Well, they will have a worse. If they lose to Namibia, they're gone. If Pakistan lose to Namibia, they are out. They are going to review this. They're going to review it. I don't think he gets him, but they are going to review it. They may as well. So Pakistan is currently on a plus 0.93 net run rate. USA is on a plus 0.788 net run rate. They're both on the same amount of points, but the issue is that America have already played all 4 of their games. Pakistan still have this game and the game against Namibia. Clear gap. Hold on, this actually might be out here. There's no bat involved. He might actually just be gone here. So this net run rate is going to be hit. Like, oh no, it's missing for sure. It's missing for sure. Yeah, missing by a mile. So the net run rate here is going to be just absolutely diabolical from Pakistan, which means if USA, which means that if Pakistan lose to Namibia, they are out. It's not about how much they lose by. They've already got a worse. Net run rate. It's a dot ball. Varun will get through his third over, 2 for 17. 97 for 9. 4 overs to go. I can't see surely anyone beating India in this World Cup right now. There's no one who's really stood out besides it. $97 for 9. How far, how deep can they go? How deep can they go? Not long now. Until we get to sleep, though. Not long now. But if you want to see hype and fired up, tomorrow's Australia-Sri Lanka game will be fired up there for sure. KL48 says hi. Hello, KL48. Who do you support? You happy with the result tonight, or are you not happy with the result tonight? Rinku Singe in for his first over. 4 overs left, but they only need one more wicket, and that is going to be smashed for a 4 from Shaheen Afridi, so they will get past the hunch. They will get 101 for 9 through 16.1. I'm from India. Well, you'll be very happy with this one from India. You'll be very happy. India will win. Yeah, well, I'm pretty certain that that's already been well established. And that is going to be a dot ball. You reckon India will win? They only need one more wicket. You sure? Are you sure? So at least I do want them to get to 100 runs because that means another 10 kits delivered to youth programs. They'll be knocked in behind for a 4. Shaheen Afridi holding about well. Smart little cookie. Now, it's an amazing prediction, Shatish. It's an amazing prediction. 105 for 9. There's 3.3 overs remaining. Already I predicted before the match. Mate, you're on fire. You are on fire, KL48. All hail you. You got it. You smashed it. Who are you predicting tomorrow between Australia and Sri Lanka? And if it's not Australia, then... Sure you did. Are you predicting Australia to win tomorrow or what? Don't be a cat. We all kind of predicted India to win this one, KF48. Did you have a fake bet too? That's going to be shot up in the air, but it'll be single here for Shaheen Afridi. I am from Kerala. Well, there we go. It's Shatish has learnt, Jay. Look at him. Look at him. Shatish knows how we're replying right now. Very interesting. Elevators in Kerala. Very interesting. Shatish is understanding the way that we're replying right now. It's like an AI robot. It's like when the robots learn. And they realise the way of speech. So 106 for 9 any elevators. Pakistan needs 70 from 18, so they're going to need quite a few sixes here. Well, 18 times 6, if they can get a 6 per ball, they win this game easily and they'll fix their net run rate. They just need 18 sixes and they really smash it. They don't even need that. They only need 12 sixes from 18 balls. That's all they need. They only need 12 sixes and 18 balls. Not hard. That's a wide. Yeah, it's a wide. So Hardik Pandya is bowling this over. Still they need just the 12 sixes and 18 balls. It's not much to ask for you. Yeah, take that, Jay. It's Kerala, not Kerala. It's not like a taxi waiting all night in a car. Come on. Get with the times, Jay. Get with the times, Mr. Hayes. So 107 for 9. 3 overs to go here. A swing and a miss. It's going to be pretty difficult to get the 12 sixes in 17 balls now. Pretty difficult. Hardik Pandya is claiming that he touched the glove here, so the wiki drops the ball. He's not happy with it. Yeah, maybe. But the dropped ball it probably would have been a wicket. And Bumrah thought it was too, so yeah. That probably would have been a wicket there for Shaheen had the keeper caught it. Top of the air. That is going to be a... Oh, it's a dropped 6. Yeah, Hardik Pandya is super upset with his wiki here. I'm from Australia, Marisol. Hardik Pandya is super upset with his wicketkeeper. Not the guy who dropped it on the boundary there for the 6. Shaheen Afridi will get it. A dropped 6. No, I don't know if we'll be learning some Hindi here, mate. I'm from the greatest place in the world, Mr. Motorsoul, Gold Coast, Australia. So there is 16 balls left. They only need 11 more sixes, and that's not going to help with a dot ball. Okay, Ben Short, how's my Hindi? At least that's a better word than what usually gets used. Usually the easier version there is a more insulting word than Ben Short. Started aggressively. Yeah, Jay, just say a word. Like, if you want to throw a light insult, just go like Gundu or something like that, bro. Actually, if Jay learns the word Gundu, it's all over. It's all over for Shatij. It's all over for Shatij if he learns that word. That'll be a dot ball. So what's it? 14 balls left. They only need 11 sixes here. Next ball. Swing. And it will be a single. I already said I'm from Gold Coast, Australia, bro. I get called everything blue hat guy. Now I've got YouTube channel owner. I'm from Gold Coast, Australia, man. You'll find that out tomorrow when we're firing up behind the Australians. When we're slapping up the Aussies, mate. Slapping them up. Slapping up the old Sri Lankans. Thank God you didn't call you blue hat guy, mate. It's coming, don't you worry. Last bowl here from Hardik Pandya, and he's bowled him. See you later. That's a huge way to end the game. Hardik Pandya will finish it up with a wicket, and it's 114 runs for Pakistan. They will lose this game by a mozza. India slaughter the Pakistanis by 61 runs. Unfortunately, it is all over red over here for the Pakistanis. Now, tomorrow, guys, we will be live as Australia take on Sri Lanka and England take on Italy. So do me a favour, hit that like button and subscribe. We will see you tomorrow for a big day. Pakistan, you must beat Namibia. If you lose to Namibia, then unfortunately your tournament will be done. You need to beat Namibia, which you should. But I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching. Actually, I'll scroll this up a little bit here so you can see it because they win by 62 runs. There we go. All right, too easy. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.